All right, welcome everybody. We are picking up here is Civ4 AI Survivor, season number 8. This is our second wildcard game. We had to do 2 wildcard games this year because we had so many leaders. Those of you that are here watching live, it's so great to have you, or if you're watching the recording, also good to have you, even though you will not be popping up in chat. For this particular game, we have 7 leaders. Now, in this game, there are no more seeded leaders. We no longer have pool 1, pool 2, unseeded, anything like that. These are all leaders who did not die in the opening round, but they also did not finish first or second place. So this is, we call it the wildcard game. It's also kind of like the last chance game. It's your last chance to move on to the playoffs. Because we had to do 2 wildcard games this year, also only the winner of this game will move on to the playoffs. Normally it's the first and second move on, but second place does not move on. We only have 1 spot left. We have 17 playoff spots chosen. Our 18th and final spot will be picked in this game. Okay, so as far as what the community is thinking before the game starts, the pregame favorite is Surya Varman. He was picked by a little less than 60%. I think he was between 55 and 60% of the picks. That's a pretty big favorite in a 7 AI field. People like this spot because he has a lot of room to expand, and he also has the gold tile. I was talking about this before the recording started, that I really like this gold tile at his start. That said, we do have Raging Barbs on for this game, so he is very exposed. And in the game we did last week, Ashoka had the most room to expand, and he got ripped to shreds by the Barbarians. So it is no guarantee that he's going to do well on this start. But he definitely has the best track record of these leaders, and he has a lot of room. Similarly, the other big favorite in this game is Washington for first to die. He is going to struggle in a lot of ways diplomatically. He has a peace weight 8 leader, and there's a lot of low peace weights. We have the peace weights in this game are 0, 0, 0, 1, 3, 4, and 8. Yes, that 8 is a little bit out of place. He's also dead center of the map. So, you know, kudos to him if he can make this work. But he was picked by almost 75% of the contest to be the first one out. So we'll see. And then Cyrus is our favorite for second place. I am not as big of a fan of Cyrus. I have picked Degall. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, let's first look at the tech choices, right? Let's put it against an easier to see background. Okay, so Willem has gone for hunting. Washington's gone for hunting. Willem, is he beelining animal husbandry? I'm just curious. No, he's beelining archery. Wow. Archery beeline turn 1 from Willem. That is so odd. Mr. I never go for military tech says beelining archery. What? That has to be like a 1% roll. Again, I don't know if that's good or bad. Having archers is not inherently bad on the Raging Barbs map, but it's just so odd from him. Very, very weird. I don't get that. Now, is Washington doing the same thing? No, he just queued up hunting. I have no idea why he queued up hunting. He has no hunting resources. That's a bit odd. Also, Surya... Okay, now this is interesting. Surya Varman is going for mysticism first. What? Is he chasing a religion? He is chasing a religion. He's going to get it, too, because Brennus is on polytheism. What? Huh. Okay, well, that's, you know, that's pretty noteworthy. We're going to have the 2 religions down here in the southern portion of the map. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Degall is pottery first, which I don't think is a good choice. He needs to get, he needs animal husbandry because he has double animal husbandry resources. Cyrus is on animal husbandry, which is the correct tech choice for him. He gets a discounted version of it because Persia's starting techs are hunting and agriculture. So he gets the cheap animal husbandry. And then Alex is archery first, which is not surprising because he is Alex. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I like Surya Varman going for religion first. I was hoping he'd go for animal husbandry. The one thing, he does have the gold tile, so he will get there faster for what that's worth. All right, now where are our settlers going? Again, it's wherever the archers are on screen. So again, I mentioned this before the game started. One of the reasons why I didn't like Cyrus in this game as much as some of the other folks is I was like, Brennus is going to found a religion, and he's going to send his second city north. So he's going to dump his second city somewhere around here, and then it's going to become a holy city because he's the only one who starts with mysticism. Look at this. Washington's also going east. That's good news for Degall, good news for Willem, not so good news for Cyrus. I just think he's going to be... And Surya Varman's going east, too. It just feels like everybody's settling towards Cyrus. That's a little unfortunate. Also, Alex, you dum-dum, why are you going south with your settler? Good news for Willem. There are some people who have Willem. He's like the second most popular pick, although far behind Sergey Varman. Good news for Willem that Alex is being a dum-dum and running off into the tundra. All right, let's keep clicking until this cities actually get founded. All right, let's see what we've got here. We got a couple cities going down. Actually, quite a few. Let's see. So Washington, he did settle on a hill. That's good for defensive purposes. Other than that, there's not too much to recommend. If he gets animal husbandry, he has the grassland cow. Otherwise, it's pretty weak, I will have to say. Not the strongest location for a city, but at least it's on a hill. I mean, it's like mediocre. It's not awful. Cyrus, buddy, what are you doing here? What is this? If you want to talk about wasting the imperialistic bonus, he is literally getting nothing out of the imperialistic. Like, dude, work this tile. You actually pick up a hammer if you just work this tile. You also pick up a commerce point, too. This is a really bad spot for a second city. Yikes. I mean, like, down the road, many turns down the road, it becomes a good city. You need ironworking and calendar, and then it becomes good. But that is a long way off. He's also going to get culturally pressured down here because Brennis settled this city. I actually think this is a pretty solid city. A lot of food, a little low on production, a lot of food. But this will definitely become a holy city because he's researching polytheism. No one can beat him to it. He definitely needs to get agriculture, animal husbandry to make this start work. He also needs fishing, though, so this might be a little bit slow starting, but, I mean, it's going to be a holy city, so it'll push its borders out to here really fast. Again, like I said, Cyrus, I just think he gets boxed in this corner. So, sometimes being boxed in the corner is good for second place. It actually can be good for second place sometimes, but I do think he's going to have a tougher path to be a major power. Okay, over here we have Willem, and Willem's spot, now if he was not creative, this would be a lousy spot. But since he is creative, this is going to be pretty good because he'll pop the borders. He starts with agriculture, so he'll be able to farm this. It's a wet corn, excuse me. Irrigates off the lake, and he'll have a grassland cow. So that's a pretty good spot for a city. And then it looks like he's going to be very close to De Gaulle. Oh, De Gaulle turned around. I think he was going for this. I think he was going for this corn as well, but looks like Willem beat him there. Good job by you, Willem. Anyway, De Gaulle is not settled. Alex, that is a city. That is a city. Apparently, he really wanted to be in the tundra, I guess. Now, Greece does start with hunting, so he will be able to improve the deer. He will have one tile that's worth working. He will not have two tiles worth working. And then, I mean, he has sheep, but it's in the second ring. And let's count how long it takes for Alex to pick up mysticism. He might avoid this for a very, very, very long time. He's just the kind of leader who doesn't go for this. All right, and then Sergey Varman. Now, again, this is the advantage of creative for the AI. This is a garbage city with no creative trait, but with creative, picks up ivory. That's +1 happiness. Of course, he'll have to build a road to connect it, but still. He's got the corn. He'll have to research agriculture, but that's a 6-food tile, and there's another 6-food tile, and there's another 5-food tile. Of course, he won't be able to work that for a long time. Plus, it'll have wines. I mean, this is a really nice city down the road. Garbage until it expands borders, but it will do that in 4 turns. So, yeah. And he might scurry his worker over here to connect the ivory, but he will need the wheel to actually get that back to his capital. So, again, he might get wrecked by barbarians, but if he doesn't, a very promising start. And it will be a holy city. Yes, thank you. And you guys pointed out, it will also be a holy city. So he's going to pop culture out to the 3rd ring really quickly, too. May help keep the barbs down a little bit, but Surrey's still going to get a lot of barbs in this game. All right, let's see where De Gaulle settles. Okay, De Gaulle, not a huge fan of this spot. If he pops borders, it's okay. But until he pops borders, this is a pretty bad spot for a city. Pretty weak spot for a city. At least he gets the Plains Hill plant. I mean, I guess he gets marble and iron. Not the best spot, though. There were better spots than this available. All right. So let's just reveal the map. So we're about to get our holy cities. And Surrey Varman is working the gold tile. See, he is working the gold, and that does cause a humongous effect on research. See, he's at 13 beakers, and nobody else is higher than, like, well, I guess, who's this? Brennus is on 11. He must be working a water tile. But, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big, it really does double the research as compared to, like, Washington's on 7, and he's on 13. It really does double the benefit. All right, we'll check for the barbs in a second. We're about to have our holy city, first holy city pop up here. Let's see what religion Brennus ends up picking. He's chosen randomly Confucianism. No particular religion that the Celts are tied to in this game. And Suryavarman is only 2 turns. Wow, you know, that gold tile allowed him to do the religious detour, and it doesn't look like it really penalized him that much. Interesting, because he got to meditation almost as fast as Brennus got to polytheism, and that was with starting with mysticism tech. So he actually burned through these 2 techs very fast, and Brennus is of course going now on to fishing. No surprise there. Yeah, look at poor Cyrus. This is not what you want if you're Cyrus. Look at him. He's really had everybody settle in his face. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm just trying to see who's going to be the first to get a settler out. Nobody's that close yet. Yeah, nobody's that close just yet. Anyway, so Buddhism was picked up by Suryavarman. And I'm curious where he goes next. Cyrus going on early wheel, which I do like. I think that having the ability to lay roads down is good against the barbarians as well. That said, not having archery is dangerous, so we'll see if he skips archery. He could be in a little trouble there. He certainly is not getting much imperialistic benefit. At least he worked the forest tile, so he's getting a 1 hammer benefit from being imperialistic. Not a lot, but I think he will be the first to get a settler out on this map, just because he is he the only imperialistic leader on this map? I believe he is. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I don't think any of these other leaders are imperialistic, so yeah. Okay. Barbarians, let's see where they are. Well, there's already... The animals have almost disappeared already. All right, here they come. The flood of barbs are incoming already. See how much longer this gold tile stays connected down here for Suryavarman. I expect it will not be much longer. All right, he is going animal husbandry. That's definitely the tech he needs to go for. But as I said, I think that that's going to get disconnected pretty fast here. Also, what's up with this city? 45 turn settler. Well, that's not what you want. Although the ivory is going to be connected there soon. All right, so here come the barbs. We'll see how well the AIs can handle it. Why did Suryavarman pick Buddhism? Probably because that part of Southeast Asia is largely Buddhist. That would just be just a guess. But I believe he does pick that religion normally. All right. So far, the barbs look like they're more dangerous in the south than in the north. Well, never mind. Here they come in the north as well. And yes, that gold tile did get jumped on. Although this now got improved. Let's see how long the AIs can keep tile improvements going. Oh, apparently the archer did not pillage that gold tile. That's wild. Can't believe they didn't pillage that. Apparently he attacked with a warrior and killed it. Again, the AI gets massive bonuses against barbarians. But like, here comes another archer. I'm just trying to check out who is most likely to get whacked here. Looks like Alex was able to kill a barb. Down here, it appears that Brennus is starting to get some barbs as well. And now Cyrus looks like he's going to have his pigs potentially torn up. We'll see if he bothers to pillage. How about de Gaulle? Yep, he's got barbs incoming too. Willem so far seems sheltered. How about Washington? He has barbs incoming too. A lot of barbs incoming. So far, this ivory tile has not gotten pillaged, but we'll see. And for the moment, this has not been pillaged. I'm a little surprised that this gold tile has not been pillaged yet. Somehow it's still staying alive, even though it's not being worked this turn. Yeah, Willem is a bit sheltered up here. That could be really good for him. We saw that Pericles was relatively sheltered in the last game, and that definitely helped him. All right. Right now, there's not that much going on. We're kind of waiting for the first settlers to come out. Okay, Cyrus was able to hold his pig style. That's helpful. He's got +1 happiness from charismatic, keeping him... Yeah, he was able to hold this, so Cyrus, for the moment, has not lost that tile improvement, and de Gaulle was able to hold this. In terms of research, let's see, Brennus finished fishing, went on to animal husbandry. A lot of people on animal husbandry. Willem is on an early sailing. Okay, buddy, I don't know about that, but early sailing, okay. Would have said you need animal husbandry, but that's just me. Yeah, pretty much everybody's on animal husbandry in the game right now. All right, now will this barbarian archer pillage the gold? Yes, okay. I expected it would happen. So Surrey did lose his gold tile. Still has his ivory tile up for the moment. He is likely to get hammered much more than anyone else in this game. So if he can fight off the barbs, I think he's in a strong position. But yeah, he's going to get a lot of barbarians on this map. And now there's barbs incoming against De Gaulle as well. Here they come. Yeah, Surrey Warman would definitely benefit from... apparently one of the barb archers attacked his city, but didn't actually manage to kill anything. Somehow the ivory tile has not been pillaged yet. Wider picture, if you're curious about who's going to be the first to get a settler, it is going to be Cyrus. Did he manage to get some tiles improved here? He's on archery, which is probably a good thing. Nope, he just worked that forest tile. Just worked that forest tile. And then Alex is not too far behind. Alex has some pretty promoted units over here. Already has a city garrison 2 archer. Apparently Sparta is absorbing a lot of barb attention. Willem still has not really taken much aggression. So we're going to see some settlers coming out soon. And for the moment, it looks like Surya Varman cleared his territory. Of course, his worker is still bottled up here in Hari Haralaya. So can't really do anything until he gets that worker back out. Anyway, but yeah, he finished animal husbandry, and a whole bunch of people finished animal husbandry. Okay. Yep, Cyrus has kept the pigs tile up. That's pretty good. Now, he's not working the pigs tile for who knows what reason. I guess he didn't want the food. Meanwhile, Washington. Okay, Washington's having some problems here with these barbs. They seem to be ripping up his farms. Yeah, they just pillaged the corn farm right there. Poor Washington. This might not be his game. He does have archery tech, though, and he's researching animal husbandry. Surya Varman's now going for agriculture. So now the only really key tech that Surrey needs is wheel. That's like the one key early game tech he's missing. And Willem belatedly has gone back for animal husbandry. Willem still not really that bothered by the barbarians. This is pretty nice. Let's keep an eye on where Cyrus sends his settler. He's got it in Pasargadae right now. And oh boy, that is an unescorted settler. Are you sure you want to do that, Cyrus? I'm not sure that that's the best plan. Not sure about that. So let's see. Brennus is relatively close. I think that Alex just finished. Yeah, Alex just finished one, and Willem just finished one. And how about De Gaulle? Does he have a settler? I don't see a. I thought he was building one. Did he somehow lose his settler? I don't know if he lost a settler or what, but I thought he was building one. Maybe he didn't build the settler yet. I don't know. Surya Varman's settler has been delayed by all the barbs constantly flooding in. He's apparently starving this turn. Hey, buddy, you might want to... But he is connecting some animal husbandry resources. He actually needs to build another worker, I think, more than a settler right now. All right. Yeah, see, finishing that. But he actually is somehow building this settler despite all the barbs flooding in. How many promotions? Yeah, he already has 6 XP on one of his archers. Good for him. Meanwhile, Washington is still trying to clear his territory, but has not managed it yet. And Cyrus still is running around with an unescorted settler, which feels very unwise to me. Meanwhile, Alex is also running an unescorted settler north for who knows what reason. I guess he's cleared out enough over here. And Willem has a settler as well, but it's holding up here in Amsterdam. Looks like Willem finally got a wave of barbarians. Finally got a wave. Yeah, I don't know why De Gaulle didn't. I don't know if De Gaulle lost a city or he just didn't build a settler or what. Washington's about to have one pop out. And here's one from Cyrus. You know, if Cyrus settles the north here, he might be able to... It looks like he's fog busting the north. I don't know if he's intentionally doing that, but that's kind of like the net effect of what he's doing. Where is he going? All right, he just ran his settler in circles. I guess he's trying to build up some units to defend it. So that's probably good. All right, yeah, there's a one-turn settler here, but look how many barbs are over here. Definitely the barbarian magnet. It's a good thing for Surya Varman. He's about to have a city garrison 3 archer in Hari Haralaya. I don't know how his settler's going to move out, though. Look at these. He's got 3 archers there. It's a good thing he's going to be able to promote that archer. Otherwise, he legitimately could lose this city, because that is a lot of barb archers. And look, there's more flooding down here as well. Surya Varman, again, he's got a great long-term position if he can actually get get anything out of the barbs. A lot of barbarians. Is the Observer Civ last in turn order? I think the Observer Civ's first in turn order. It's true. The AI can change tiles afterwards. I believe the Observer Civ's first in turn order. All right. Well, the good news for Surya Varman is he got attacked, and City Garrison 3 archers defend pretty well against offensive archers. He's just going to have to get a unit out so he can actually escort his settler. Meanwhile, we do have a settler on the march from Washington. We still have one from Cyrus that is trying to get out here. Here it is. It's over here. And I guess the one for... Where is the settler that Alex had? Oh, it's up here. He moved it. He was moving it west before. Now he's moving it to the northeast. Okay, Alex is the first one to get a third city down. So that's a plus. And let's see, Willem had a settler too. He is moving it forward. And Cyrus. Okay, Cyrus and Alex plant on the same turn. I mean, this is a pretty terrible spot, but at least it does claim a little bit more territory. Decreases the area in which barbs can spawn to some extent. Alex's city is definitely better. Again, the problem for Alex is he really needs to expand borders, like very badly, but he's probably going to skip that in all likelihood. Let's see, where is the Suryavarman settler? Did it pop out? He's got it north of the city here. Now he has to march this one through. Now this could be dangerous. There's a barb archer right here. There's a real chance this settler could get whacked here. Like he's just spamming warriors because he can't train archers yet. Let's see if this unit gets... Actually, I don't know if he moves before or after the barb archers. Let's see. Oh, he kept the settler alive, but it looks like the warrior won with 0.3 health, so he did keep it alive. Now, Washington claimed this spot here. So Washington settled towards Suryavarman. Both times he went towards Surrey and Cyrus and Brennus down here. Boston's not a bad spot at all. Dry corn and then ivory in the jungle. Not bad. He also has 2 archers defending it. Alrighty. So we still want to keep an eye on where Willem plants this settler. Alright. On the hill. This will keep the barbs down over here. Not a great city, but not terrible. He's getting more cities out on the map. That's always a plus sign. Brennus also has a settler over here. So he found it right on the border. Right on the border with Suryavarman. Where's Surrey's settler now? Oh, did he move it into... wait, where did it go? Did it get whacked by the barbs? Because I don't see it anywhere on here. And we're running domestics. I think he lost it to the barbarians. I think he lost it. Because I don't see his settler anywhere unless I'm missing something. Because it wasn't up here. Yeah, I think this unit got it. I think this unit got the settler. Poor Suryavarman. Looks like he lost a city. Raging Barbs, yeah, that definitely drags him back to the middle of the pack a bit because he really needed to get that. Because like Cyrus is about to get another settler out, and Surrey's still on 2. Yeah, looks like he lost that. Once again, cursing my picks, maybe. As we said, we knew he would face a lot of barb attention here, but I think his position's still relatively solid here. But yeah, he definitely needs to get some more. Definitely needs to get another settler out. So yeah, now he's working on another settler, but. A lot of barbs. We knew he'd have a lot of barbs. It would have probably been good for him if he went for archery a little bit earlier because the warriors are not cutting it against the archers, the barb archers right now. He's definitely getting swarmed by the barb archers. That said, he does have a couple workers, right? I thought he had 2 workers. Or does he just have the 1? Maybe he does just have the 1 worker. I guess he just has the 1 worker. A lot of work that the poor... And he is going wheel, which as I said, I thought the tech he needed. Anyway, Willem picking up early pottery. That's smart. Brennus belatedly getting mining tech. Brennus is connecting those fishing boats. So that should help his research rate. And then De Gaulle, does he have a settler? He's still just on the 2 cities. De Gaulle, you might want to build a settler at some point. I don't know if he lost one or what, but yeah, he's not expanding either. Have I cursed my picks yet again? The two I picked are the 2 that don't have a settler on the map. Oh boy, maybe I have cursed them again. I don't know. But yeah, De Gaulle is definitely getting rough, or Suryavarman is definitely getting roughed up by the barbarians. Has not been able to maintain any tile improvements for any length of time here. I mean, he keeps trying, but he keeps getting set back by all of his tile improvements getting ripped up. So he's kind of spinning his wheels right here. Yeah, Stonehenge on 2 cities. I mean, that's something. 2 city Stonehenge. Apparently. Just also had his cows ripped up there. I didn't curse them. I prescribed them, to use a Roman history term. All right, well, Cyrus got another city up. He has not managed to bust out of his little corner, but he is the first of 4 cities. I don't think he's doing that badly in this game. So maybe maybe me talking trash about Cyrus before this game started is just causing him to do well. Yeah, De Gaulle is, I don't know what De Gaulle is doing here other than struggling mightily. I think Willem is actually looking pretty solid here in this opening. Alex, if he would ever research mysticism, might be in good shape. He's researching bronze working, but I don't believe he has. Oh, no, he does have copper. And he will expand borders to pick that up in 10 turns. So he will have copper in his borders in a little bit. Anyway, so the latest round of barbs has died down. Suryavarman is starting to get some tile improvements back up. He can actually has better odds to keep the tile improvements to the north of his cities than the south, because like there's a little bit less room for barbs to spawn to the north than there is to the south, which is still like prime barb spawning zone. I mean, he managed to get the cow tile reconnected, and then this city's got the pigs. But building walls, I don't think you need walls in a holy city, buddy. You already have 40% culture. Problem is there's not a lot he can build. He could build the monastery and then missionaries, but yeah. He needs to build more work. This city needs to build like 3 workers, but it's the AI. We know they don't do that. All right, are there any other settlers out on the map? Yes, we have an unescorted Washington settler over here. That feels bold, but it was just covered by an archer. So, all right. Grabbing a little bit more of the map here. Still no settler from De Gaulle. Still working on that Stonehenge build. And then Cyrus is building another settler. He's certainly building the settlers. Good for him. Get them out on the map, buddy. Brennus does not have another one. Suryavarman almost has. And then Alex is an unescorted settler over here. But it looks like it's going to be okay. Anyway, there's the Stonehenge finishing in Paris. So, congrats. I mean, it is good for Orleans over here because now it'll actually expand and pick up these borders. The problem is he still doesn't have any settlers. All right, he's finally building another settler. It's like, buddy, you gotta build some settlers at some point in time. And then Suryavarman just finished one as well. So we'll see where he chooses. Going for bronze working now. Does he have copper? There's copper down here, but probably unlikely he's going to go there. Let's see where Alex plants his settler. Over here. Wait, where did Alex send that? He just had one over here. He ran it back into his capital. Okay. I guess he was worried. Willem has actually connected horses. He's got chariots. The first one with a non-archer unit. So that's nice. Washington's on 4 cities and is building another settler. Cyrus is on 4 cities and building another settler. The more sheltered AI is definitely benefiting from not as much barbarian harassment. I guess Suryavarman's finally going to get city number 3. Just got more stuff pillaged yet again. He is really struggling here. He needs more workers so badly. He did manage to get his worker back into his city there. So it looks like he's going to get a 3rd city, barring something weird happening here. But the barbs have definitely set him behind a lot. There's no question about that. And he is at least building another worker. He needs more workers really badly. All right, Cyrus is about to settle with this. And there we go. There's another commerce city. All right, so as we hit turn 50, literally on turn 50, he went ahead and planted this city. I mean, this is good post-ironworking. It's pretty bad pre-ironworking. I guess it has horses, so I guess that's something. But it's certainly not that good of a city. Yeah. All right, let's do our overview. Still, 3 cities is not great, but really the only ones who are expanding quickly are Washington and Cyrus. Everybody else, I guess Alex is also doing a decent job, but Alex's problem is he has no culture. He can't expand his borders. Thebes is good with animal husbandry. Oh, he is researching the wheel. That's good news. That'll make him a little bit less terrible. And yeah, Brennus's holy city is on the coast. Yes, it's over here. All right, let me do our overview screenshot of where everybody looks like. I can't believe De Gaulle did not manage to build a single city in 50 turns. Suryavarman's going for bronze working, hopefully not iron working. Yeah, he definitely needs to get pottery tech at some point. Let's look at our comparisons in terms of the graphs, right? All right, so GMP is all over the place. Suryavarman was tops early with the gold tile, but fell back after the gold tile got pillaged. He does not have it connected. Who is red? Oh my god, Washington is no better than the Observer Civ. That's a bad sign. Production is pretty close. It looks like Washington is the leader. He must be working a lot of mines. And then Alex is in last place there. Food. Brennus is tops in food. Probably not a good sign for City of Armin that he's last in food, but I do think a lot of that is because he's been pillaged so heavily. And then in power, everybody's pretty even there. No real advantage for anybody. I guess Cyrus has like maybe a small... Well, he had an advantage, not so much anymore. Culture... There you go. There's the Stonehenge culture taking off. In terms of beaker rate, we'll do a quick comparison. Alex, 7. Brennus, 16. Okay, Brennus, those water tiles are helping his research. Cyrus, 8. De Gaulle, 7. Sir of Armin, 6. He needs to get that gold tile reconnected. Washington, 4. Ugh. Willem, 14. So Willem and Brennus have the most research right now. Brennus is now also going for sailing. Okay. Yeah, needs to get that gold tile reconnected. All right. One thing that bronze working does let the AI does is chop down the forest. Sir Armin would benefit from chopping down the forest. So Willem's the tech leader. I know this is shocking. De Gaulle is also right there. Now De Gaulle I thought he built a settler finally. No, he still doesn't have a settler. Or did he lose it somehow? He was building one. What is De Gaulle doing? Why is he still on 2 cities? What is this guy doing? Brennus could build the Great Lighthouse, it's true. He absolutely could because no one else has sailing tech. And Cyrus crammed this city in here. Okay, Cyrus, why that spot? Like, why? There had to have been better spots than this, buddy. Why? Okay, I guess he wanted the horses. I guess. I mean, this city's not going to pop borders for a while. But, yeah, I mean, the city will pop its borders eventually. And once that happened, I mean, okay, 58 turns is a lot. Cyrus will probably get culture before then. Now, does Cyrus have copper? No. He does have iron, but he doesn't have copper. A lot of people on bronze working right now. How about Washington? Does he have copper? Not yet, but he could settle for one. And Alex is going to have the wheel, but really needs mysticism badly. Let's see if he hops onto mysticism after this. It does look like Sir Armin is finally starting to get control of his territory back. And it definitely helps that he has some workers. He really needs the workers to fix these tile improvements. And a road running through his territory would help a lot too. So yeah, he's going through the workers right now. If he just reconnects his resources, he's actually be in pretty good shape here. Anyway, De Gaulle is finally building a settler. What is with him not building settlers in this game? Anyway, Alex went up for pottery. That's not bad, but he really needs mysticism to pop borders. At least he's going to get pottery, which will help his econ a little bit. He's still getting pillaged by barbs as well. But it does look like a lot of the barb spawning areas in the north have... I mean, De Gaulle and Washington are still getting hit from the north, but Cyrus is pretty much out of barb territory now. Brennus still is getting some of them from the south. And Sir Armin's still getting hit from the south too, but I don't think Sir Armin's going to get too many barbs from the north. So it looks like the barb threat is starting to die down a little bit. No one seems to have lost a city to them, although, as we saw, Sir Armin did lose a settler to them. Not quite as bad. It's losing an outright city, which would... I mean, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. He would have lost it in any case. All right, now there is a very small chance for Alex to lose this. I guess... No, never mind. He finishes an archer before the barb can attack, so he'll be fine. Yeah. He'll be fine. He has enough archers that he's okay. Meanwhile, Willem, why don't you have more cities? Willem, I should have focused on this. He has a settler done. He should definitely get more cities out. No reason for him not to have them. And it looks like Alex recently settled this spot here, settled for his copper. He did research bronze working, so he should be able to connect this, right? Yes. Alex will be one of the first in the game to have copper connected. That could be very dangerous for someone else. If he attacked like Willem, that would probably be pretty dangerous. Now Willem does have horses connected, but does not have metal. So I don't know. De Gaulle looks like he finally finished his settler. Yeah, he finally finished his settler. Meanwhile, Cyrus has how many cities? 6 cities, and he's building another settler. Doesn't have a lot of space to put them in, but he still does have more. And Washington apparently has copper. He settled on copper here. Can we check to see when Alex start plotting? Sure, we'll check in periodically. I will say that De Gaulle's not looking great because he has Stonehenge. I suppose that's something, but he just did not settle the map for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, so Cyrus looking pretty solid. Those of you who pick Cyrus, he's definitely in the mix in the game right now. Brennus needs to pick up wheel tech because he does not have roads. He has a settler here, but he really needs to road his territory. Let's see. There's some more barbs incoming here. He would think with all these warriors, Sir Armin would just whack this. But, you know, not quite yet. This archer is going to cause shenanigans. He's got another settler under production. Also really needs to connect this gold tile, which would be on the road network and would give happiness to each city right away. All right, I don't know how that worker got... Wait, where are these workers going? Where is this worker going? What is Suri doing here? He's got all these warriors over here. I'm just curious what's going to happen. He was building a settler, and it looks like he canceled that build because the, yeah, just had this pig tile pillaged over there. I guess he went back to building the settler. What's he going to do about these barb units? I'm curious. Still struggling with these. Well, apparently he's just going to let this barb archer walk around pillaging things, I guess. And he canceled the... Oh, no, he whipped out the settler. Never mind, he did whip out the settler. Interesting. Meanwhile, over here, Brennus went ahead and founded this city. And I believe Cyrus had just finished another settler, too. Yes, he did. And Willem did finally establish a city. Not a great spot, but, you know, one thing that really helps this city... Yeah, and Sir Armin finally teching archery, also important. This city is #1 on a hill and #2 behind a river. So this is actually a really, really good border fortress if Alex comes and attacks. If Alex attacks, it's going to be here at Rotterdam. And this is about as strong of a defensive position as you can get. So that could be significant if Alex tries to come after him. Again, I would be surprised if Alex is plotting war, but I mean, he can be. Meanwhile, Washington settled another city here, and Cyrus just settled a city here. So these two are right next to each other. And if either one of them pops borders, there's going to be some border tension there. So that's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, the Barb Archer walked in here and pillaged this tile and then pillaged this tile. So Sir Armin's still having some trouble there with the barbarians. Did manage to clear that unit, though. And he just finished his set. All right, so Cyrus picked up... whose religion is this? Brennus's religion. Okay, could be significant. Not surprising. He also has immortals, so he could be plotting war. Does not appear to be plotting war, though. If you're curious about the relations early on here, a lot of pleased faces. You know who doesn't have a lot of pleased faces? Poor Washington. Look at this. Worst enemy of Alex, worst enemy of Brennus, worst enemy of de Gaulle, worst enemy of Sir Armin. Not what you really want to be seeing there. Yeah, Cyrus getting the copper is noteworthy. So now, well, I was going to say Washington has to go to ironworking for copper, but no, he doesn't. He got a copper over here. Still, Cyrus securing this copper is still noteworthy for him. All right. Oh, here comes another barb. Combat 2 barb archer, apparently. But it did end up getting killed. Did Sir Armin just finished a settler, right? Oh, he planted this city here. That was fast. Okay. So that probably locks down his border with Alex. Alex founded another city over here. Interesting. Alex on 6 cities. This is fast on 6 cities, but his economy has to be really bad. 8 beakers per turn. I mean, Sir Armin's on 5 beakers per turn, so he's not much better. And de Gaulle finally got a city. Hooray! Hooray, now he's building the Great Wall, which actually the Great Wall would legitimately help him a lot. It would mean all the barbarians up here would have to get funneled over to Washington. That legitimately is not a bad wonder for him. He's just so delayed in his settling. And there it is. There's the Great Wall. It also means this Barb Archer is permanently stuck over here on the coast. Cannot manage to escape. Yeah, as I said, that actually is not a bad wonder for him in this situation. And he has the settler he just finished here. So, okay, he's rebounding a little bit. Sir Armin is he's roading to his stone tile. Really, hey buddy, why don't you mine this? Why don't you mine this gold tile? That would be pretty helpful to have. Yeah, he still needs to get the barbs under control. Anyway. So, Willem may be going for... Brennus is going to found the second religion of the game, or the third religion of the game. Because he is on monotheism. And apparently he's like... He and Willem are like the tech leaders because he's working these water tiles. So, yeah, he's doing better than I thought. I mean, he doesn't have much in the way of production, but he has a lot of commerce. And he just founded the third religion over there, the monotheism religion. Looks like Willem pivoted out of... Willem might have been going for that religion, but it looks like he pivoted out in favor of ironworking. And Willem has some pretty good cities, but he is stuck on 4, and I don't know that there's room for much more. Maybe one more city over here. He's a little crowded on territory. I suppose he could be plotting war, too. Washington has metals connected, so he could. Couldn't betray our friends. We would have nothing to gain. And Alex. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, you knew Alex was going to be plotting war with someone. So where is he going is the question. If he goes after Suryavarman, he really opens up the game for a lot of other leaders. If he goes after Willem, we'll see. I mean, he also doesn't like Washington very much, but he's not that close. He is pleased with Suryavarman. Now, he can declare war at pleased, of course. He's only cautious with Willem. I would guess that he's heading after Willem. And again, this is the biggest reason why I didn't want to pick Willem in this game, is I was worried that he was going to get Alexed in this game. Suryavarman on pottery is also a good tech for him. That said, Willem is researching ironworking, and he does have iron. He already has copper from somewhere. Oh, he has copper from here. So he already has horses and copper. So Willem, there is also the potential that this backfires against Alex. Of course, that assumes he attacks Willem, which he might not be. It's hard to predict who they're going to attack early on. I don't see much of a stack from Alex yet. I don't think he's built it just yet. Did he just found this city? Is he on 6 cities? He's on 6. Still quite a bit of good land down here, by the way. Like there's floodplains and copper, like there, and river valleys. Like there's a lot of good land still to be claimed down here. So, like I said, if Suryavarman can survive his early game, he's well positioned after that. Just had to survive the barbs. I would say he did a mediocre job of surviving the barbs. Not great. Also, Washington settled all the way over here. Geez, Washington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe he has the most cities with 7. Meanwhile, De Gaulle is still on 3. Does he have a settler out? Yes, he does. So he's about to be on 4, and he has another city incoming. Now, the barbs can't attack him in De Gaulle's territory, but like this barb archer is still waiting here to cause trouble. Look at this. Apparently he turned and went in this direction. All right. That's amusing. I'm just waiting to see when this gold resource is going to be reconnected by Suryavarman. Apparently he was prioritizing getting these tiles reconnected over here. Oh, he's building. He's got the missionary spam has started. It's beginning. If Suryavarman's able to spread his religion to some of the Western AIs, that would actually help him a lot diplomatically. But we'll see if he actually is smart enough to do that. He knocked his capital all the way down to size 2 for some reason. I guess to finish that settler. Meanwhile, over here, Cyrus is still spamming out units here. He is not plotting war. It's actually pretty close in score at the top of the scoreboard. Oh, and Alex put a city down here. Wow. I would not have expected Alex to get here before Suryavarman. That's a bit of a surprise. That is definitely a surprise that he was able to get this far east before Suryavarman. I mean, the barbs really did a number on Mr. Surrey. So he is not going to be as big as I think a lot of us were expecting. He's going to have to play from like the middle of the pack. Yeah, of course, Alex has kind of tanked his economy with that. And that's an... Wait, where did that settler go? Oh, here it is. It's still moving north. All right, De Gaulle. I don't know if that was the best spot, but I guess you have a fish tile that you can claim, I guess. At least the barbs can't mess with him, for what that's worth. So, yeah, the game is still kind of hanging in there at the moment. Still waiting to see where Alex is going with this potential war that he's plotting. Looks like Suryavarman's going to settle for the copper, which is not the worst decision. And Cyrus is, you know, he has not really expanded in a while. He's been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he did get a 7th city. He planted this one, Bactra. I think the biggest issue for him is he needs to pop borders somehow. He's definitely had trouble with that. If he could just pop his borders, he would be a lot stronger. And, you know, he did get... Wow, look at Brennus's territory. He has very few tile improvements. Where are all the tile improvements, Brennus? Don't know what happened there. Brennus has another settler here, so I guess it's good for Suryavarman that he got this spot, because it looks like he was in a real settling race with Brennus, and he just got there first. This city has like no food, but he planted on the copper tile, so there's that, I guess. All right, well, that is what we expected. And then Washington picks up Brennus's religion. So at the moment, no one is following Suryavarman's religion. That could be dangerous for him if no one follows his religion. I will say Suryavarman does not look like he's in position to dominate this game. All right, so we have Alex against Willem. I'm not sure that this is a slam dunk for either side. Yeah, Willem and Alex are actually number 1 and number 2 in power. By the way, Suryavarman's last in power. Not a great sign for him. Yeah, I think Willem is very well positioned to handle this attack. So I wouldn't be too concerned here if I'm Willem. The problem is more that Willem is stuck on... he did get another city. He's stuck on 5 cities, and he's not going to be able to expand if he's at war with Alex. So that, I think, is the biggest issue. Is it's not that he's in that much danger right now. It's more that he's not going to be able to expand and get stronger. He's just building axes in every city. Suryavarman did just get copper. That's right. So he'll have that. And he did reconnect his gold tile. So that'll help his economy. For some reason, I guess he's upgrading all his warriors to axes right now. That's why his economy looks really bad. Anyway, Washington has not been attacked yet. And he did convert to a religion that a lot of people follow. So if we're curious about the diplomacy, Washington has a lot of annoyed faces towards him. But so far, has not been attacked by anybody. Wait, De Gaulle's gold? What the heck? He popped a golden age on 5 cities? Well, that's an interesting choice. Okay. The AI does not typically launch golden ages on turn 80. Okay. He did at least get up to a 5th city. He has like 2 real cities and then some tundra ice balls. Okay. A lot of people are on ironworking at the moment. That seems to be the... I guess he had no other use for the Great Spy. That's true. I mean, he could have gotten a big espionage point advantage. Anyway, so we've got this little conflict going on here. I don't see how Alex has any chance of doing anything until much later on. By the way, Suryavarman's last in score. That is not a good sign. It's not impossible for AIs to come back, but that's a long way to come back. He has another settler running around up here. Where in the world is that unit going? Not great for the game, for the pregame favorite that so many of us had. All right, anyway, let's see what Alex's attack does. Yeah, that's about what we thought. About what we thought. In other words, absolutely nothing. I'm still curious where that's... I guess, is he going to just drop a city up here? All right, I guess that's not awful. Need ironworking, obviously, for this city to be worthwhile, but I guess that's something. Boy, he is pretty far behind. It said... I still think the potential is here, though. I still think the potential is here. He just has... His cities are just really low pop. I think that's the biggest issue. He's last in score and he's creative. I'm gonna agree that that is not a good sign. Last in score and he's creative. I'm gonna agree that's not a good sign. But I still think I don't think he's out of it yet. Like sometimes someone is just like so far behind they have no chance. I don't think that's the case just yet. Anyway. So Cyrus, is he plotting war yet? He is still not plotting war. How about Brennus? No, he is not. How about Washington? He is not. He's pretty peaceful. How about Suryavarman himself? No. Okay, so for the moment, it looks like this is our only war, is over here. By the way, I will say if Willem starts running over Alex cities, we could see a runaway Willem in this game pretty easily. Because if he gets some more territory with his financial trait, this could be pretty lopsided in his favor. All right, well, it looks like he annihilated Alex's initial attack. But I don't think he has enough to take this city, Corinth, either. I don't think so. He's already on math. Wow. Pretty early for math. Yeah, I don't think he has enough to take... All right, Alex is coming back with another stack. All right, this is a good wonder for Brennus, definitely. Great Lighthouse. Now, he only has... Okay, he only has 2 cities on the coast, so I guess it's not that significant. It's something, though. And we have a slow ironworking right now on the part of Suryavarman. You know, he might get fail gold from the Oracle, though, because it looks like the Oracle is going to get built by Brennus. Meanwhile, the pyramids look like they're going to get built by Cyrus. I don't know quite what he's going to do with the pyramids, but looks like that he's going to get something out of it. And Washington is actually our score leader at the moment. Washington's yeah, we had a Barb City down here. This one doesn't seem like it's going to be too significant, but it probably makes Brennus's life a bit more of a pain. Brennus is on just the 5 cities right now. Brennus is a Barb City on... Oh, that's true. You know, you're right. That is true. As long as that Barb City's there, he probably can't connect his copper, although I can't believe he didn't connect it already. Maybe he did and then it got pillaged. Yeah, that could be a big deal. Could be a big deal. I don't want to look at the tech trees just yet because the AIs are all still pretty bunched on the tech tree. Willem and Brennus are slightly ahead. Everybody else is pretty close together as far as this setup goes. All right, we do still have our one war that we're keeping track of. Alex keeps coming in with new stacks and not having a lot of success. Willem has a pretty decent sized stack there. But I still don't think either of them can break through until one of them has catapults. It's just too hard to break through these cities early. I mean, I guess Argos has literally no defenses at all. No culture, no walls. So maybe that city could get captured. Also, de Gaulle just settled over here. Okay, so I guess de Gaulle has finished pretty much settling his core. You know, as slow as he was out of the gate, he kind of did recover here. He's either going to get these wonders or he's going to get a ton of fail gold here. One or the other. And then the extreme north is still available. There's a Barb City up here too that someone might be able to get. There's no food at this Barb City, but it does have extra horses. So Cyrus had jumped out to a bit of a lead in score earlier, but his inability to expand and the fact that he's never popped borders at these cities, it does seem like it's holding him back a little bit. He's going to have to declare war on somebody to make progress. Anyway, we'll keep watching this conflict for the moment because nobody else is in the middle of a war. All right, so Brennus got the Oracle. Okay, that's going to give him some great profit points for his shrine eventually, if he doesn't get something else. And let's see what tech he took, just out of curiosity. Metal casting, always a solid choice. Does he have any metal resources? He does. He has gems, so he'll get another point of happiness off of that. That's nice for him. I see more settlers still being built by Suryavarman. He's about the only one who still has room to expand. He's got a worker up there. And he's got a worker down here. All right, well, there is more room down here in the deep south. Quite a bit of room, actually. Even if they're not the highest quality cities. So we'll see if he keeps expanding. Again, he is slowly cutting down the forests. And ironworking's not as bad for him as it might be elsewise because he needs to chop down this jungle. He has a lot of jungle. So, and he does also have iron as well. Anyway, we'll continue watching this, keeping an eye on if anyone else is plotting war. Alex has a pretty big stack hanging out here. I don't think that this is going to have too much success against cities with defenses. Like, Rotterdam's about to get walls. Look at Western America. Oh, yeah. These cities are getting pressured by de Gaulle's culture pretty badly. De Gaulle's not plotting war. Washington is not plotting war either. And Brennus is also not plotting war. How about Suryavarman? He is also not plotting war. Okay. How about Cyrus? Also not plotting war. Okay. Everybody else seems content just to hang out for the time being as they research stuff. A couple monarchy tech researches on some of these AIs. Does Washington have no culture? Oh, good question. I don't think he does. I don't think he ever got mysticism. No, he never got... He has no culture. That's why he's getting squeezed by de Gaulle here. He just has no culture in any of his cities. He's got a stack hold up here in Seattle that like can't go anywhere. Kind of amusing. Anyway, it looks like Alex is getting ready to make his attack here. I don't see this succeeding. I guess we'll find out. But all right, I guess he... Nope, never mind. He didn't make his attack. Looks like he moved back. I don't quite understand. I guess he retreated or something. And I was curious where this... Yeah, Suryavarman has a settler. I was curious where it might be moving. Hasn't moved out yet, though. Like, does he still see a spot where he wants to go settle? Sometimes they'll build the settlers and then they just sit there not doing anything. Might be one of those cases. So Suryavarman ended up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 cities. Alex also has 6. Brennus has 5. Cyrus has 7. They're pretty tightly packed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. De Gaulle has 6. And Willem still just has the 5. Unfortunately for Willem. But Willem is researching construction. So he will have that a long time before Alex. Alex lost a city. Wait, where? Oh, you're right. Oh my god. You guys are right. That city just got raided. You know, I must not have had the map revealed. He lost that city to the Barbs. That could be a big deal because since he's in a war, he won't replace that. That actually opens up a spot for yeah, there's a Suryavarman settler right here. Wow, that's a biggie. Because now Suryavarman has a path to keep settling south. Because like with an Alex city here, he kind of stops, but like now he can keep going. That's a big deal. And Alex, yeah, oof. That's a real real oof moment. Also apparently over here, I guess that Brennus just decided he was going to settle around this Barb city. That one got auto-raised. Well, good for him. Now he can get his copper connected. Oh, man. Yeah, I did refresh the map just a second ago, but I guess I hadn't done it in a little while. I wasn't expecting Alex to lose a city to the Barbs. Anyway, Willem apparently attacked Corinth, but without success. And then Alex still has a stack running around here, but that's not going to do anything. I mean, he's never going to take Rotterdam. Not with it on a hill and with walls. Not without construction. All right, so yeah, and now look at... Oh, okay, that was also auto-raised up there. Another Barb City auto-raised. So it literally was just straight up replaced by Suryavarman. It's a pretty significant event in this game. Definitely helps Suryavarman. Note that he's climbing up the scoreboard again, starting to get back in it. The smartest thing he can do is just keep building for a while. If you want Suryavarman to win this game, the path to victory, I think, is let other people fight Washington, let Washington get exhausted, and then come dogpiling in. I don't know if that's what he's going to do. I'm just saying I think that would be the best path for him. Anyway, De Gaulle... Okay, De Gaulle's in we have enough on our hands mode. Now, De Gaulle does not declare war at pleased. So, overwhelmingly, his most likely target is Washington. They're annoyed with each other. They have vast border tension. He could, in theory, be plotting with, like, Suryavarman or Willem. Is he pleased with Willem? No, it could be Willem, and it could be Suryavarman. I have to think it's Washington, but it's not a guarantee. And then Cyrus, was he plotting? No, he is still not plotting. He seems just to be chilling right now. How about Brennus? He's not right now. I thought De Gaulle did not plot it pleased. I thought I looked that up. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Okay, I thought he did not, though. Looks like it was confirmed in chat that he does not. So De Gaulle is, right now, our score leader, for what that's worth. We'll do a quick check on the graphs here. Willem and De Gaulle and Brennus are our GMP leaders. And Alex is struggling, unsurprisingly. Production, everybody's pretty close. I don't see any real edge there. Food, Brennus has a slight lead. Note that Suryavarman was dead last, but he's gotten back into the middle of the pack. I do think he's on the upswing. Again, Washington superficially looks good. It's just his diplomatic environment is so rough in this game. If he wasn't a diplomatic pariah, I'd actually like his setting decently. Okay, so Willem apparently had a stack that got crushed somewhere. I didn't see that. And Washington's actually tops in power right now. Brennus doesn't have the metal connected, but he will. Quick check on research. Alex is at 15 beakers. Brennus is at 38, although he is running a slight deficit. Cyrus, 29. De Gaulle, 43. I think De Gaulle's also running a slight deficit. Suryavarman, 22. Also at a slight deficit. Washington, 21. And Willem, okay, Willem, unsurprisingly, is the teching leader. This is not a shock. Problem for Willem is he's on 5 cities, and I don't really see how he gets more unless he starts capturing them from Alex. Which is possible, but I think the most likely outcome is this war is just a stalemate for the time being. Willem does have ivory, though, so if he can get to elephants, that might be... Like, he is researching construction, right? Yeah. If he picks up horseback riding and has catapults plus elephants, I think that might be enough to break the stalemate, and he might actually be able to run over Alex, but because Alex is pretty weak in this game. But, yeah, we'll see. Alex getting writing before mysticism. Yeah, I know. Alrighty, so De Gaulle is apparently plotting war, and Surrey is the largest. How is De Gaulle the second largest? That's ridiculous. Since it looks like he's assembling his stack here, I have to think he's attacking Washington. Pretty confident that that's what he's going for. All right, Cyrus built the pyramids. That's pretty nice, and De Gaulle managed to get into hereditary rule. Again, Cyrus's issue is largely just that he's really squeezed on territory. He planted an 8th city up here in the far north. He also still does not have mysticism. He still can't expand his borders. I guess he just got writing, so yeah, he got writing tech, so I guess he's gonna pop borders with libraries. He's going the Alex route like that. Yeah, and Suryavarman is just still kind of slowly building up. He needs to grow his cities a bit more. We'll see if he... sailing tech is not going to do much for him. But he has ironworking now, so he can chop down jungle tiles. He probably needs to go for calendar. He has, let's see, dyes. He also has wine. He would actually really benefit from monarchy as well, because he has a lot of units. Yeah, he has double wines. He'd really benefit from monarchy. I wonder if he'd be smart enough to head that way. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, he can actually research it right now. He doesn't even need to pick up polytheism, monotheism. He could just pick it up right now. We also have not really seen the religion spread very much. Like, Alex still doesn't have a religion. De Gaulle still doesn't have a religion. So Suryavarman could also try to spread his religion to the west, but he hasn't done that yet. All right, we'll continue trying to watch the one war that we do have ongoing. It seems to be pretty inconclusive, although looks like Willem just cleaned up an Alex stack. A couple people going hereditary rule. How many leaders in this game have that as their favorite civic? No one, apparently, even though it's very common. Instead, we have organized religion and vassalage being people's most favorite civic in this game. Look at that, -10. This war ruins our relationship. All right. Oh, looks like that Alex stack got cleaned up as well. So Willem definitely doing better than Alex in the war so far, although I do think it's causing both of them issues. All right, another person converting to Brennus's religion. Again, I do see, and Willem flipped into Judaism relatively recently. That's not good. I also think Suryavarman does have some danger that no one's practicing his religion. We'll see if he manages to flood somebody with missionaries and convert them. But I do think that that's some real danger for him, being in a religion no one else is following. Yeah, Willem being in Judaism, not the one you want. Just got a random spread to The Hague for some God knows what reason. Just RNG, I suppose. All right. So we're still waiting for another leader to jump in and start a war somewhere. Washington is a pretty good stack here in Seattle. And Brennus is going for calendar. Worst enemy of Brennus. Apparently he's the worst enemy of Brennus. Okay. I guess it's because Washington has Confucianism as well. Got that religion everybody else is sharing. He's still not plotting war. De Gaulle is still plotting war. Yep. Suryavarman is also now plotting war, which is probably a mistake for him. That said, if he and De Gaulle 2v1 against Washington, that could actually help them out a fair bit. We'll see. Suryavarman, who does he not like? Well, he really dislikes Washington. He also dislikes Willem, for that matter. Interesting. I guess it's that religious thing. Brennus, he should have his medals. Oh, I guess he still doesn't have his medals connected. He should have it. All right, he now has it connected. He was one turn away from having it connected, apparently. Yeah, Suryavarman and De Gaulle could be 2v1ing here. All right, well, and there Alex made peace with Willem. All right, now this presents some danger for Suryavarman because Alex is a missile who's going to throw himself at somebody. And if he's not fighting Willem, the next most likely target is the Khmer. So that could be an issue. Could be a bit of an issue. Where's Alex's relations? I mean, he's pleased with Suryavarman, but that doesn't really mean much with Alex. Alex could also throw himself at Washington as well. Also, I love the monarchy pickup from Suryavarman. That'll really help him out. Wines and the hereditary rule happiness is just what he needs. He's also apparently going to get a great profit for his shrine relatively soon. Oh yeah, is Alex already plotting war? No, not just yet. Yeah, it's a pretty open game right now. I think it's pretty open. I would say that I would be surprised if Alex wins, but the other leaders I think all have... I would also be surprised if Washington wins because his diplomacy is so bad with everybody. But the other 5 leaders I think all have a realistic shot at the moment. Like they all I think still have paths where they could conceivably do something here. They all need to get some more territory though. All right, so we're just kind of chilling until another war picks up here. Cyrus going to pick up calendar. Brennus is also going to pick... Does Brennus have any calendar resources, just out of curiosity, or does he just randomly want this? I see he has silks. I guess that's it. Calendar is usually not worth researching if you just have one resource that is unlocked, but I don't know. It still helps a little bit. Again, note that Suryavarman has definitely climbed back up into a stronger position, but I'm still not sure if he's as strong as... Like, Brennus and De Gaulle are definitely ahead. De Gaulle going construction means he will have catapults if he waits a little longer on this war. He's definitely been plotting for some time now. He's got a pretty good stack here, not an amazing stack. All right. Well, Surya Varman has gone in first. We'll see if anyone else joins him. That does not appear like enough to take a city. He does not have construction tech. As I said, the better route for Surya Varman was waiting for someone else to go in first. The other question is if Alex is... All right, so see, Alex is plotting war, and the most likely target, if he can't declare war on Willem, is probably Surya Varman, so he could actually be in a two-front war here. It is possible. The other possibility, because there is some slight border tension, the other possibility is Alex is walking across the map to go attack Washington. Also a possibility. Surya Varman does not have open borders with Alex, so he can't move through their territory just yet. Yeah, I was just looking at that. So they do not have open borders with one another. They do not. Anyway, this attack is not going to succeed, but we can just see what happens. Oh, okay. He actually pulled back and did not attack. That was actually the correct decision. But there's a pretty good stack of Washington up here, which he could, if he moves this down here, there's a good chance he can take a Surya Varman city. So we'll keep an eye on that. De Gaulle, Brennus, both on construction. Well, for some reason, Washington emptied out the units that were in that city. I don't quite know why. So now there's only an axe, a spear, and 2 archers. Also, that's a lot of wonders finishing. The Colossus is probably the more significant wonder. So got the double Colossus plus Great Lighthouse. So he has 4 coastal cities at the moment. Like I said, there's a... Okay, look at this. Look at all these Confucian missionaries running around. Maybe that's why the religion's spreading. I guess that Surya Varman hasn't really taken steps to spread his religion. Still, I think Boston probably does get captured here because all those units moved out of it for some reason. Did he attack? No, never mind. Surya Varman pulled back again. Well, that was a mistake. Now there's time for this stack to get in the city. He just allowed time for that to move in. And now look at this. This city, Philadelphia, is completely undefended. There's an archer, 2 archers, and 2 spears. So I think Surya Varman goofed there by letting that city be reinforced. Yeah, now there's enough units that you have no prayer of ever taking that. All right, Willem flips into Surya Varman's religion. Maybe that's the one he tried to convert. Maybe. Anyway, we're still waiting to see if anyone else is plotting war. All right, Cyrus still not plotting war here. You know what it is? Cyrus is please locked. He's please locked with everyone except Surya Varman. That's his issue. He's got this shared Confucianism, so he can't attack Washington. He's +5 with Washington. Look at that. Well, that is what religion can do sometimes. As I said, the only one he can attack now is Surya Varman, and apparently he doesn't see any reason to attack him, so he's kind of stuck for what that's worth. De Gaulle is still plotting war. So we might see a 2v1 here, maybe. And we have enough on our hands from Brennus as well. Well, he really doesn't like Willem. I can't imagine he's attacking him. He also really doesn't like Surya Varman. I think Surya Varman's in real danger of getting 2v1'd here. Also is cautious with Washington at +6. I think Surya Varman's in real danger of getting dogpiled here. And the reason for that is his religion has not spread that well. Brennus having a different religion is causing real issues. Yeah, I think that this stack is headed for Surya Varman. He's in a lot of danger right now with him kicking off this war by himself against Washington. As I said, he really wanted someone else to start this war and then him come in. Yeah, that attack also did not succeed. Okay, he is getting some help here from De Gaulle. But this could be a situation where if Surya Varman's in a whole bunch of wars, maybe De Gaulle actually gets the most benefits from this war. Maybe. Could we see a strong De Gaulle in this game? He is the score leader right now. All right. Well, I think Seattle is in a lot of trouble here. There's no catapults available just yet. The city's not on a hill. I don't know if he has enough. Probably does not have enough here. Let's see. Yeah. The walls just make it really hard. Worst enemy of Alex. Yeah, that attack did not actually do very much. Here comes the cow. Interesting. Yeah, he's the one who has the Plains cow favorite in this game. Now, he does have construction, doesn't he? I thought I saw that De Gaulle had construction. Yeah, he does. So he can... Why he didn't have a catapult with that initial stack to take down the defenses is a really good question. Anyway, so yeah, at the moment, Washington's in a lot of trouble, but like Brennus is his religious buddy. He might be coming in here to help out. A lot also might depend on what Alex is doing, because we know Alex is plotting war as well. If Alex is doing some crazy cross-map invasion, that would be one thing. But, I mean, he really does not like Washington, but he has no border tension with Washington. De Gaulle only just got cats 2 turns ago. Okay. Well, now Washington's trying to counterattack. There's not a lot of units in this city. Could be enough. I don't know. Just not that much in Raja Vihara. Okay. Still just too hard to capture cities through walls. Okay, and now Alex has picked up Brennus's religion too. Yeah, because he flooded him with the missionaries. Again, Suryavarman's religion, the religious issue is really hurting Suryavarman. He just did not spread his religion, and now everyone is in Brennus's religion. I really wonder if him opening with the religion has just caused his game to like submarine here. This is a real problem for him, because he should be allies with all these low peace weight AIs, and he's not, because none of them are running his religion except Willem. Like, it's 5 people running Confucianism, 2 people running Buddhism. That is a real problem. So yeah, Brennus has done a pretty good job of flooding the map with Confucianism. And like getting people to swap into his religion. By the way, look at all these barb cities down here. Everyone's ignoring. Yeah, I'm surprised, because like he should be like best friends with Cyrus, and he's not, because they don't have the same religion, and like that's a real problem for him. Anyway, so we do have this 2-front war, but like as I said, I think long term the trends are not looking great for Suryavarman, just due to how the religious diplomacy is shaking out in this game. Anyway. And I don't think that that's something that's necessarily consistent from game to game. All right, and now look at this. We just had a religion founded by de Gaulle. He had a... Oh, Willem. Okay, and then Willem is declaring war on the... Okay, well, that is good news for... for like Suryavarman and de Gaulle. They just got another ally. It looks like he was bought into the works. I don't see any units in the area. I don't see any. Yeah, it looks like he was probably bought into the works. I don't see anything. That said, Washington is getting Washingtoned. He's already at war with 3 other AIs. He is not looking. Yeah, was that the Code of Laws or the Theology religion? Let's just check real quick. I thought it was Theology. Nope, it was Code of Laws. It was Code of Laws. It's on de Gaulle. There's a stack south of Orleans. Ah, over here. Gotcha. It's okay. So he still might have been bought into the war. Hard to say. He's in de Gaulle's territory. Thanks, guys, for spotting it. That's not that impressive of a stack, but it does have catapults, and that's the key factor there. So now it's like, what are Brennus and Alex doing? Because they are also theoretically plotting war. Although I still don't see that much of a stack from Alex popping up. Oh, Alex. Okay. Alex is doing some crazy cross-map attack here, you guys. Look, Alex is over here. Is he attacking Brennus? No, surely he's not attacking Brennus across the map. He is doing some insane cross-map attack, though, because his army is way over here. What in the world is he doing? What in the world? And then Cyrus, the only one he can attack. All right, he's please locked with like the whole field right now. Anyway. Yeah, Suryavarman's still trying to attack at Boston, but he's not going to have much success until he gets construction. And he's still back on writing tech, which he really should have researched earlier. I want to know what the heck Alex is doing with this. Please tell me he didn't just declare war on Brennus, because that would be the weirdest thing. Or is he just moving through Brennus's territory? All right, he did not declare war on Brennus. Is this because he doesn't have open borders with somebody? Where is Alex? He doesn't have open borders with Suryavarman. That's his problem. He can't move through Suryavarman's territory. So if he's not attacking Brennus, who the heck is he attacking? Is he trying to get to Washington through Brennus's territory? He might actually be trying to attack Washington, and he doesn't have open borders with okay, let's think about this for a second. He doesn't have open borders with Willem because he attacked Willem and Willem won't sign. He doesn't have open borders with Suryavarman. So if he wants to fight Washington, he has to go all the way around. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's attacking Washington. I think he's going all the way around to go attack Washington. Jeez. Okay. But that's good news for Surya Varman, because if he's attacking there, he's not attacking Surya Varman. So that's good news for him, at least. All right, anyway, Willem is running his stack around in circles. De Gaulle marched his initial stack into an ambush and just died. And Surya Varman's been beating his head against the walls of Boston with no success. So far, Washington's hanging in there, but going to be tricky long term. Brennus is 100% going for Surya Varman. This is a large stack that he's building up. A large stack. Again, Brennus should be really good friends with Surya Varman, but they have that big negative modifier from religion. It's just the religion is killing them. They're both, isn't Brennus peace weight 0 and Surya Varman's peace weight 1? So, like, they should be allies, but they are not. Unless by some chance this is headed for Willem. Oh, wait, Willem attacked de Gaulle. Oh, I thought he was at war with Washington. That is my bad. I completely misread that. I thought he was at war with Washington. He is at war with de Gaulle. I completely misread that. Too fixated on Washington. Yeah, okay. Finally. How did I miss that for so long? Okay. I should have missed that. Okay. Well, he seems to be doing rather well thus far. I completely missed that, because I think he's got this city. Oh, it's just barely holding. I was too fixed on that. Okay. All right, and there's the Brennus War Declaration. We knew it was coming. Yeah, not looking so good for Surya Varman, I have to say. Really not looking good for him. I think a lot of things have broken against him in this game. Losing a settler to the Barbs early, and then this religious diplomacy has really hurt him. Because I think Brennus is quite a bit stronger than him, and now he's in the two-front war. Yeah, Brennus is top power right now. I think Brennus is going to go right through him, honestly. This is a very strong stack. I don't think there's much back here to stop this. Brennus is also ahead in tech, too. So Washington, apparently, despite being really unpopular, apparently not getting dogpiled too badly in this game. Let's see, can Willem capture this city? He's very close. There's down to just one axe remaining over here. Brennus also building these wonders. Yeah, oh, and this is unfortunate timing here. The shrine just finished here. Oh, de Gaulle made... Okay, yeah, and now de Gaulle is out of his war with Washington. So now Surya Varman is literally just in a two-front war with no help. I said he needed to not be the one to start the war because he needed someone else to go in first and absorb, like, all the attacks. Instead, he kicked off the war first, and then he got blindsided from the other direction. Yeah. Well, I don't think Washington's in that much danger right now. He's actually on the positive side of a two-front war. Now, Alex appears to be marching across the world to come attack him. I think. Yeah, Alex is a stack here in this city. So I think Alex is going to jump in here, but, like, what is Alex really going to do in terms of this war? I think things are breaking really well for Brennus and to some extent Willem right now, especially if Willem can get this city of Orleans, which he did. Managed to push his way through and take this city. But I think I like Brennus's position the most right now, because like, he's got Surya Varman in a he's in a on the positive side of a 2v1 here. Really has used religion effectively in this game so far. Like, this city absolutely will not hold against this attack, and meanwhile now Washington is going to put pressure on up here. So Surya Varman in a rough position here. A very rough position. Worst enemy of Alex, Brennus, and de Gaulle. Maybe Willem's not in the greatest shape up there. So a good example of a game where religion really has had a big effect on the diplomacy in this one. And has caused things to swing in a way that I think were maybe not the most likely outcome. Like, Surya Varman has climbed all the way up to second place in score, and I would like his position if he was on the favorable side of a 2v1. All right, so it looks like Alex has now signed open borders with Surya Varman, so now he's taking a more direct path to get over there. Can de Gaulle handle it if Willem continues with elephants? I don't know. De Gaulle was looking better earlier, now he doesn't look so good. Okay. Liz is back from a doctor's visit. She was just letting me know that she's here. I mean, de Gaulle has a stack over here. How about we should look in terms of the power. Yeah, Brennus is looking pretty strong there. Washington, Brennan, like Surrey Varman is up against Washington and Brennus. They are top 2 in power in this game. It's just kind of interesting. Like reading this game, you wouldn't think that Brennus and Surrey Varman would necessarily be enemies because like they literally are like 0 piece weight and 1 piece weight, but they are neighbors, and sometimes they just ended up with different religions, and that's made them enemies in this game. Still, it is funny that Washington has not been dogpiled, and like Surrey Varman is getting dogpiled. It's a little wacky. I mean, like Washington's getting attacked by a lot of people, but like just the way that things have shaken out is he's actually still hanging in there. So these games are unpredictable, to be sure. But I do think that Surrey Varman is maybe the favorite for first to die right now, which is wild. He might actually be the favorite for first to die in this game, which is, again, just crazy. Yeah, I think Brennus is going to go right through him. I really do. I don't think there's going to be much to stop Brennus in this attack. He just has way more units, and Surrey Varman's in the 2-front war. So, yeah, Cyrus. And apparently another religion was founded. The only person Cyrus can plot with is Surrey Varman, and he's please locked. Unfortunately for Cyrus, he's please locked over there. Yeah, well, I would say Khmer is probably out of the running at this point, because even if he somehow survives this, I think he's taken too much damage at this point. Anyway, Alex looks like he kicked off his war against Washington. His rather ill-timed war here. Also, with so many people sharing Confucianism, I also think it's unlikely we get a domination ending in this game now, too. Seems unlikely, but like this city is slowly getting chipped down. Willem, his offense seems to have stalled out up here. This city, yeah, for a minute there, it looked like it was going well, and then suddenly it wasn't going well. Is Brennus on the march again? Not yet. Oh, actually, yes, he is. He's got another army down here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Alex is gonna have much effect on this. Alex, I did not think would be too strong, and he wasn't. So Orleans got recaptured back. One of the problems for Willem is that he just doesn't have much territory. Like, what he has is good, but he's been stuck on 5 cities the whole game. He just doesn't have enough territory, unfortunately. And he's kind of not in a position to gain more territory in the current round of warring, because I don't see him making much progress against de Gaulle 1v1. Instead, it's Brennus. So I really think Brennus might be coming out of this as like the monster of this game, because he could easily absorb pretty much all of Khmer territory. And at that point, like, all bets are off from that point. He's going to be in a really strong position at that point. Anyway, we'll sign open borders. He's also, I think, the tech leader. It's between him and Willem, but like Willem again is stuck on 5 cities. He's not going to get much stronger. This city is about to get captured too. The attack went in last turn. I think there's enough left over to capture this. But like Washington long term, his odds long term are pretty bad because he still has that peace weight problem. Like, he's propped up by religion, for shared religion for right now, but eventually people are going to go free religion, and I don't know that he can stay on good terms with everybody after that. Because, like, look, he's getting +6 with Brennus from shared religion, and +2 from mutual military struggle, and another +6 with Cyrus. But I don't know that that's going to last long term. And everyone else, literally everyone else in the game hates his guts. It's just the religion keeping him in there. But yeah, I really think Surrey Varman is pretty toast right now, unless he can get like a miracle end to this war. He just got the 2v1, and Brennus has proved to be pretty strong in this game. So once again, I talked badmouth the fishing starting position, and once again, it's turned out to be stronger than anticipated. I will say that I do think that Washington is, when we rerun this map, I think Washington's going to be first to die overwhelmingly, but it does not appear to be playing out that game. Does not appear to be playing out that way. He's even got the statue of Zeus now, so that's going to be nice. As far as what's going on up here, I mean, Willem is trying to attack, but elephants don't do that well against longbows, and I think de Gaulle has too much. De Gaulle does not appear to be strong enough to capture Willem cities, but they do seem to be stalemated. So the main thing that's going on is Brennus is just ripping his way across Surrey Varman's territory. He even picked up the shrine, although I don't think he's going to change his religion, because I believe he also has a shrine, right? Oh, no, he never got a shrine yet. Maybe he might get a great prophet. So, yeah, Suri is just getting ripped apart in this game. So, does not appear he's moving on to the playoffs from this position. I do think his position was really strong in this game. I think he got a little bit unlucky, but I could be wrong. We'll see. I've certainly been wrong about a lot of games this year, but when we've gone back and replayed them on alternate histories, it's turned out we've gotten a lot of unusual results this year. A lot of like 10% things happening. Yeah, no particular reason to think Brennus would be strong. I mean, the big thing that's gone his way in this game is he's done really well with the religious spreads. Like, that's helped him enormously, is his religion spreading so well. And, you know, he's built, it hasn't just been like dumb chance either. He has been building missionaries to spread his religion. So he's done a really good job of that. And yeah, the seafood thing helped against the raging barbs. All right, so yeah, we're just seeing full-on collapse now of Khmer. So Civ4's definitely going to be the first one out of this game. And Washington, incredibly, has picked up a couple additional cities here. But most of the rewards have been going to to Brennus, because he's getting the better cities. And as we said, Washington's long-term prognosis is still not great in this game. Still not great. A lot of elephants running around down here. So, yeah, the war between De Gaulle and Willem seems to be completely stalemated. I wonder, is he going to look to go culture? Brennus now is up to 3 holy cities, right? Because he just founded that religion, right? Hold on. How many religions does he have? All right, so he doesn't have Taoism. He has the Confucian holy city, that's 1. The Buddhist holy city, that's 2. The Hindu holy city, that's 3. The Islamic holy city, that's 4. And the Jewish holy city, he has 5 religions now. Yeah, he has 5 holy cities. He actually does not have a shrine up yet in his main city, not yet. Yeah, Civ4's not going well. Well, his fishing capital has worked out in this game. Here comes another Alex stack running in. Alex is even slowing down the Washington offensive. Wow, a shrine with 3 cities. Like, Alex is running in units to fight Washington, and then that slows down Washington's offensive. So Brennus is in position to get even more of the spoils because Alex is the distraction against Washington. So he might go culture, which like nobody picked for this game. He might go culture because he has 5 holy cities. Yes, Washington took 2 cities. He took this one and Angkor Thom. But most of the spoils, as I said, have been going to Brennus in this war. And like, here comes another Alex stack that Washington's going to have to fight. That said, it looks like he cleaned it up without much trouble. And again, there is technically a war going on up here, but Willem, maybe he'll be able to have some success. I don't know. I try to keep checking in, but there hasn't been much movement. That's kind of like a stalemated war, whereas this other conflict over here is definitely not a stalemated war. So yeah, the armies marched up to Civ4's capital over here. Yeah, Brennus culture cannot have been a popular pick. Maybe not the most likely outcome on this map. Brennus to win by culture. Oh, where was that? Oh, down here. I didn't even know there was another attack. Wow, there was a separate Brennus stack down there. Yeah, Brennus is... he's going to get almost all of the Khmer territory. And you know what? If he's at peace, there's actually room for him to found more cities down here. Like, there's absolutely room for him to... Now, granted, there's not much down here in terms of resources. I don't see a lot of seafood resources. And the reason for that is this was all ice before I removed it from the map. We have to remove the Arctic and Antarctic ice, or else the AI has weird pathfinding issues with their ships. But, like, he could still found cities down here, and he has the Great Lighthouse, so they would all be profitable. Like, he could definitely found another 3 or 4 or 5 cities down here. I mean, he's going to be... Again, his score is going to be way out in front of everybody else's by the time this war is over. Anyway, there is another Washington stack coming in, so there could be a Washington snipe on the capital. That is possible. But it also could get slammed into by another Alex stack. So I guess we'll have to see. All right, so Willem is starting to put this city, Orleans, to a siege. This is just such a hard city to capture. I know he did it once already, but it's really hard to take and hold this because it's on a hill with longbows defending it. It's very hard to capture cities on a hill defended by longbows until you tech out of the medieval era and get up to like cuirassiers or something. It's just very hard to take that with like knights, with like maces and elephants. The units just don't have a high enough strength to consistently capture that. All right, anyway, and here comes an Alex stack to come in and attack whatever Washington's moving down. Remember, Alex can use the roads in Surrey of Armin's territory, where Washington obviously cannot because he's at war. Anyway, we're on turn 150. We'll look at our stats when this war is over, which it looks like it will be pretty soon. So the catapults almost have the walls down here. It's also possible that they're going to set this up so Washington can snipe it, but I think it's more likely that Brennus still captures the city. Never know, though. It is a decent-sized Washington stack. Let's see who actually ends up getting this. It's going to be funny if Washington just walks up to the city and immediately captures it. So someone attacked. Oh, actually, what happened to Brennus' stack? Oh, actually, Washington is in better position to capture this. There are a lot of units up there. Anyway, the defenses are down here at Orleans, but that attack did not succeed. Willem's war continues to stalemate without going anywhere, and Alex has got random units running. Oh, Alex has a moderately sized stack here. Well, we'll see who gets this. It's pretty much just randomness as far as who goes. Brennus moves first, and then Washington moves second, but I don't know if moving first is necessarily an advantage or not. It is indeed Washington who gets the former capital. Okay. Now, Brennus just finished Shwedagompaya. I wonder if that causes him to go into free religion. Washington does end up capturing it. Yeah. No, again, Washington would be fine, except, again, look at the diplomatic scenario. Again, he has good relations with Brennus and Cyrus, but the minute this game goes to free religion, they're going to drop out of please status with him. So, I mean, maybe they all stay in the same religion the entire rest of the game. I guess that is possible. I guess that's possible. It's just like he's hated by de Gaulle. He's not liked by Willem. He's hated by Alex. And the instant that he's out of free, like he's plus 13 and he's not even friendly with this guy. I do think that they will eventually go free religion and then they will lose that shared relationship. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they stay with this religion the whole game. It's possible. It would be hilarious if Washington wins the game. But like, even though he's gotten a lot stronger in this war, Brennus has gotten a lot stronger, if that makes sense. That's not a word, but I think you know what I mean. Yeah, I understand. I know this is how Washington feels about them. This is how they feel about him. Okay, so Brennus is friendly with him. I guess that's true. He has +8 from shared faith and +5 from mutual military struggle. All right, I guess that's true. So he did manage to get him up to friendly. I guess that's true. So now it's who's going to score the point from last hitting Surrey of Armin over here. Again, Brennus probably is the favorite, but okay, then Alex made peace with Washington. That's not a surprise. That war was doing absolutely nothing. Does mean Alex can now launch himself at somebody else again. All right, so again, Brennus got here first, but just because he's here first doesn't mean that he actually gets the city. Whoever captures this is going to get like 6 workers too, which is pretty funny. Brennus also has quite a bit of a tech lead over Washington. Yeah, at this point, it's literally just RNG as far as who captures the city. Brennus has more units, but it easily could go to Washington. It's turn order, whoever moves in what order. All right, so the defenses are basically down. Brennus moves first, so I suspect he'll capture this. He does have 38 units outside it. Probably what happens is Brennus just moves first and captures, and then Washington gets left playing second fiddle. But let's find out. And indeed, it did play out that way. Yeah, this city's going to be like surrounded by Brennus culture. All right, so yeah, we predicted as soon as that war started, we were like, yeah, I think Surrey of Armin might be toast here. And he was. So Surrey of Armin first to die. Again, I don't think that's the most likely outcome from this game, but that's how it played out. So yeah, there we go. Alrighty, let's write it down. That is why these games are fun, is they're very unpredictable sometimes. Good example of religion really affecting the way the game played out. So Surrey of Armin first to die is out on turn 160. RIP another pool 1 leader. 160. And our kill went to Brennus. It's actually his second kill of the season. For the picking contest, first eliminated, Sergey Varman. Not a popular pick for first eliminated. I guess a couple people had it, but certainly not popular. We had 10 people out of 250 pick it, so that's, what, like 3%? Something like that. Not a particularly popular choice for first to die. And then in the fantasy contest, well, Kajatlik did not manage to get Sergey Varman into the playoffs, but he did score, 2 more points for first to die status. And then Brennus. Who has Brennus? Grillo has Brennus. All right. You know, we all thought Grillo's team was pretty dead, but if Brennus actually wins this game, he will have 2 leaders in the playoffs. Stranger things have happened. So, could have. I mean, Brennus could also get more kills in this game, too. All right. 4%, people said. 4%. I was eyeballing the math. Reasonably close. All right. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, Washington got a good bit out of that war. He picked up 3 cities, but Brennus got a lot more. Let's see. He got 1, 2. Wait, did he only get 3 cities? No, excuse me. He got 4 cities. So they divided up the 7 cities evenly, 4 and 3. If he had gotten this city, it would have been even more overwhelming. But he has complete cultural... Did he culture bomb this city? Yes, he did. He got the music great artist, and he culture bombed this city. So that means that this city is pretty culturally squeezed. And the other thing, as I said before, is now he has uncontested control of the South. So that's going to be pretty nice for him as well. All right, we do still have one ongoing war over here between Willem and de Gaulle, which is not really going anywhere at the moment. They seem pretty even. But this is a good moment to stop. Some of you might hear Sydney going a little bit nuts in the background. This is a good moment to stop and look at our graphs. All right, well, GMP, Brennus seems to have taken control of that. Oh, did he trigger a golden age? Is he in a golden age? Hold on. I bet he's in a golden age. Yes, he's in a golden age. We'll look at the bar graphs after he gets out of his golden age, because he's already ahead, and that just tilts it further. But Brennus is, I mean, granted, he's in golden age mode right now, so take this with a grain of salt. But look at his research rate. Alex, right around 150. Brennus is at 429. Cyrus, 193. De Gaulle, 144. I mean, he's way ahead, 181. And Willem, yeah, he is. I mean, he's in a golden age, so that's boosting his tile yields by a good bit. But he's definitely in the lead. So the real question is, who does he want to go after? Well, he's friendly with literally everyone in the game other than Willem. Jeez. He's friendly with everyone in the game except Willem, so he won't fight anyone else. Washington has a lot of people he doesn't like. De Gaulle and Alex, particularly amongst them. And he also doesn't like Willem that much either. Willem being in non-Confucianism is definitely hurting him. Willem's in some danger. Oh, and Alex, we wanted to check to see if he was back to plotting again. It's Alex, so of course he's plotting war. He's probably plotting with Willem. All right, I need to calm down, Sydney. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have enough on my hands with Sydney. At least you got a nice look at the diplomatic situation. We have a ton of pleased faces here, and that's because, again, this shared Confucianism is boosting everyone's relations by a huge margin. So the game's pretty peaceful right now. That said, Alex is definitely about to launch another war, which is almost certainly against Willem. would be my guess. So Willem could be in some real danger here. Barbarian. Okay, we had a Barb City auto-raised. I guess he first wanted to go attack the Barbarians. Yeah, the only ones he doesn't like are Washington or Willem, but he can't attack Washington. I mean, I guess he could attack Cyrus, but that seems unlikely. So pretty sure it's... Is Washington plotting again? No, he is not. Yeah, I know he has a pretty good stack over here, but he's not plotting just yet. So there's a very real chance we're going to see Willem be the next target of Alex. Oh, look at all these Brennus units. They're going to attack this Barb City, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Cyrus is still in this game. The problem is he's please locked from like doing anything. I think he's pleased with everyone in the game. Yeah, he's pleased with everyone in the game, so he can't declare war, and he's just kind of like trapped over there. He's please locked from fighting anyone, so he's basically stuck right now. Bit of a shame. Anyway, Brennus, I think, is starting to run away with things. All right, Willem and de Gaulle did get out of their war. Of course, he's probably going to get attacked by... Oh, look at this. This city has finally come out of revolt. Needs to pop orders so it can actually work some tiles, amusingly. Still starving, but maybe it'll be smart enough to reassign the tiles. Anyway, yeah, so Brennus, I mean, Brennus is definitely the first one in terms of research. Although Willem is close, but he's just been so locked in warfare and stuck on so few cities. It's really hard for Willem to do anything. I mean, we have no wars going on right now, so I'm happy just to click next turn for the time being. Washington settled a city up here in the Arctic. Yeah, some of these the Barb cities are all getting captured. And Willem just took the Divine Right religion, so that's the last religion of the game. Cyrus, or not Cyrus, Brennus has 5, and then he has 1, and then de Gaulle has 1 in terms of holy cities. Brennus is about to pick up liberalism too. Okay, Brennus. Yeah, he's just kind of gotten out of control in this game. Cancel deals with the vile Dutch. Yeah, I'm not feeling... All right, well, there is the war we knew was coming. Alex doing Alex things yet again. There's a reason why Alex tends to be pretty ineffective. He just... I mean, he has won some games, but he tends to be... I mean, like, look at this stack that he's attacking with. 2 elephants, 2 horse archers, 2 catapults. Yes, I'm sure Willem's really scared of that. The problem for Willem is just he's been locked in too many. He's been stuck in too much fighting, and he just didn't have a chance to get territory in this game. Yeah, 100% culture city. Well, that's actually walls. It's not 100% culture. That's just a city with castles. But, I mean, it's not like he's going to be more effective anyway. Okay, Brennus is out of the Golden Age. Let's see what he takes with liberalism. Astronomy is... It's either astronomy or nationalism. It'll be one of those two, I'm pretty confident. Let's see which one he picked. What did he... Oh, he took economics. Interesting. He went for the Free Great Merchant. Okay. Interesting choice. Well, there's the Free Great Merchant. Let's get a better sense of his research rate now that he's out of the Golden Age. Okay, he's still at 393, and that's with a lot of gold running on the slider. Look, he's plus 69, so he can tick up the slider a little bit more if he wants. He's also building very early universities. So his research rate's going to be way higher than everybody else's in the field. The question is just, would he be willing to declare war on someone? Yeah, all right. Well, he's back to warring mode, and there's only one person he can pick because he's friendly with everyone else in this game. He didn't have optics. Gotcha. He didn't have optics. Well, he's researching nationalism now. I think the writing is on the wall for poor Mr. Willem in this game. Like, Cyrus can build this. Brennus doing well makes Hattie look less bad from the opening round, maybe. Poor Willem. The 2 favorites in this game were Suryavarman was the big favorite, but the next highest pick was Willem. Just not having things break their way in these games. He doesn't like the Dutch either. I said I thought Willem might have diplomatic problems in this game too. The big problem for him though is just he's running a religion that no one else is practicing. By the way, Brennus is building an awful lot of cultural things. He might legitimately go into culture mode because he's got the 5 holy cities. Oh, you know what? If he captures Rotterdam, he would have a 6th holy city. This game is a mess. Yeah. Brennus definitely had a better start in this game. So anyway, Alex is sieging this city. I just don't think he's going to be able to take it with that many longbows on a hill. Maybe, though. If he gets the castle defenses down, maybe. So we're just kind of waiting for Brennus to do his thing. He's going to build Taj Mahal, too, because he just... Yeah, does he have both of those stone and marble? No, he doesn't have stone or marble. He's just churning through these wonders anyway. Interesting. Well, anyway. For the moment, we'll just watch the one ongoing war. I don't think Washington is plotting a war on anyone. No, he is. All right. Who does he dislike? Well, he dislikes de Gaulle and Willem. He's probably would want to go back to war with de Gaulle in this one. Washington's pretty strong. In terms of the graphs, we'll just check them real quick. All right, yeah, Brennus is the clear GMP leader, and then Cyrus is second. You know, maybe those Cyrus for second place picks are not looking that bad here. Maybe in a way that like you did not anticipate when you were picking before the game, but maybe because he would take over second place if anything happened to Washington. Washington is a lot higher in power than de Gaulle. Although maybe it's Washington second. Can you imagine if we have Brennus first, Washington second, and it's a Brennus cultural victory? With Suryavarman first to die, Washington second, Brennus first, cultural victory. We might be headed there. We might be headed there. That has to be a 0.1% result. We might be headed there, though. Anyway, Brennus got a great profit, so he'll probably finally get his Confucian Shrine. He hasn't gotten it yet because he's been sitting on, he's been waiting on a great profit to spawn. All right. So for the moment, we just have like this kind of sideshow here. Well, that's 40. Yeah, there it is. There's the Kong Miao. So if we're curious about his shrine, 29 cities, not bad. And then there's the war declaration of, all right, Washington going back to war with de Gaulle. That's a pretty good stack there, 55 units. Yep, Washington. You know, Washington did way better in the opening round game than we thought, and he's doing way better than we thought in this game too. Now, did we do the alternate histories for that? We did the alternate histories for that game, right? That was the Stalin game with Victoria, and Washington did way worse in the alternate histories than he actually did in game. Interesting. Is Willem going to finish Versailles and then lose this city the next to Alex's attack? Let's see. No, he didn't finish. Oh, well, it looks like Alex is going to bulldoze his way through here. He lost a ton of units, but he killed even more defenders. Oh, that was Roosevelt? Okay, never mind. That was Roosevelt, not Washington. I'm getting confused. That was Roosevelt. Too many American leaders. Now, Cyrus getting the Sistine Chapel is actually kind of noteworthy because if Brennus wants to go for culture victory, and we don't know if he does yet, that actually slows it down a lot. Okay, yeah, I had the wrong American leader. Sorry about that. But I do think that Rotterdam falls here to Alex's strategy of just building nothing but units. Wait, did he stop to heal his stack? Maybe he did. I guess he didn't bother to attack. I thought he was going to get this city. Also, why is the turn taking so long to process? What's going on here, Civ4? Yeah, he definitely could have taken that city, but he stopped, I guess, to heal. Anyway, so we do have Washington, and I suspect Washington can start taking... Yeah, this stack is a huge stack. I suspect that this one can start taking cities off of de Gaulle, who is not looking particularly strong at this point. So yeah, he waited too long to attack. Rotterdam started to get its defenses back. I think he could have captured that, but instead he stopped. And now we've got a Washington stack outside Marseille. Anyway, Brennus was plotting war. He hasn't attacked yet, although it might just be a matter of time there. All right, well, it is a matter of time because he's now on the move. He has 51 units. Maybe he will capture Rotterdam. Alex softened it up, and then he comes in and actually captures it. Because this stack is definitely about to move into Dutch territory. Poor Willem. Poor Willem. You know, he was looking pretty good in his opening round game for a while, and then it didn't end up happening for him in that game. Yeah, here comes Brennus. Did Angkor Wat get built in Angkor Wat? I'm not sure. That would be funny if it did. Anyway, word declaration counter still ticking up. What are we up to? 9? 9 now. We're still pretty early in this game. We could see something pretty high. What's going on over here? So this city, Marseille, is still under siege. Oh, it looks like Washington attacked, and he didn't quite get it, but I think he gets it this turn. Because he has a lot of units to attack with. Yeah, so there it goes. Looks like de Gaulle is on the way out, too. I don't think he can hold this attack. So it looks like de Gaulle and probably Willem are also on the way out. Yeah, this is a monster stack. So basically, Alex sent all these units against Rotterdam again and again and again, and he lost a ton of units. And then Brennus will just be like, thanks, buddy, and he walks up and captures it. Look at all the units he lost here. And, like, Willem lost a lot, too, but Alex lost way more. And now Brennus just walks in and kills the city for his 6th holy city of the game. 6 holy cities now. If he wasn't in culture mode before, I think it's going to be hard for him to avoid culture mode with 6 holy cities. I'm not exactly sure how many he has to have to put him in culture mode, but that is a lot of holy cities. It's a lot of holy cities. And then I guess Washington's going to take over the Christian holy city. Is Cyrus still please locked? Yes, he is. He's still please locked with everybody. He's probably going to remain that way unless somebody goes into free religion. 6 holy cities and spiritual. Yeah. But once these wars are over, we might not see a lot of others because everybody loves everybody. Everybody loves everybody else. That said, we have Alex in the game, so Alex will probably start some wars and probably commit suicide in the process. Probably. But yeah, it doesn't seem like de Gaulle is going to get 2nd place in this game. As we said, him being 2nd place was kind of predicated on Suryavarman being in 1st place. And Willem just, I mean, he only has 4 cities remaining, so he just doesn't have much. And then de Gaulle only has 5 cities remaining. So they both look like they're going to go down here. And then we'll be down to just 4 AIs pretty quickly in this game. Do I like how Stalin will stay in Pool 1? I don't care. I don't know what else to say. I don't really care. It's just like a mathematical thing of who has scored more points. It is what it is. I certainly am not spending much time thinking about who's in which pool, let me tell you that. Yeah, so this is an issue for Washington. He has 1 catapult, 1 outside this city, and he will not attack. He might sit here for the next 25 turns, taking 2% off every turn. He needs to move up some more siege. He will probably add more siege to this stack, but he might be there for some time. I believe there's a much bigger stack out there. Yeah, Amsterdam lost 30% in 1 turn. I will say I'm not picking Stalin again, although the alternate history said he did win more than anyone else on that map, but he still squandered his starting position in that game pretty badly. He did have a magical season 3, it's true, although that was earlier when we didn't do things in quite the same. Look at this. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, Alex is sieging another city. That's right, Alex is trying to get another city. I forgot that Alex was still at war with Willem. Anyway, Brennus on military tradition. Has he picked up gunpowder tech? Because that means cuirassiers if he has gunpowder, which he does. Okay, so he's going to have cuirassiers replacing his knights pretty soon. He is just flying through the tech tree. That great lighthouse plus Colossus economy. Yeah, and he just took Amsterdam already. He is absolutely, I mean, he has the most cities, and he has a really nice economy, too. Like, these coastal cities are worth a lot. Like, look at this city. 58 beakers, and it basically pays for itself. Plus, he has that shrine that is insanely valuable. This is a double holy city. Now, he only has 1 shrine in here, but the 30 gold per turn really makes a difference. Like, he's running break even at 90% gold right now. Religious economy, when it works, it can be strong. Oh, apparently America had another stack that was not... I wasn't watching America because I realized this stack was frozen with the 1 catapult. But there was another stack that was already sieging another city. Still, it looks like the Dutch are going to fall first between these. All right, well, that was a very fast capture of Utrecht. Oh, man. Poor Netherlands. Poor Netherlands. Yeah, not much left now at this point. Okay, de Gaulle is converted to... Now, there is one interesting thing here, because when Washington conquers all of America, he is going to pick up the Christian holy city, and the AI does have a preference for swapping into religions where it controls the holy city. Plus, he actually has the shrine here. So there is a real chance that Washington will flip into Christianity down the road if he controls that holy city. Like, there's a real chance of that happening. Looks like Alex might get the Hague here. I mean, it's turned 200, but we'll reassess after these current wars are over. It looks like Alex might get this city. And then I suspect that Brennus will get the final city, would be my guess, just due to how... And Brennus might also snipe the Hague, for that matter. Alex moves first in turn order, but he doesn't have that many units overall. He has some units here, but I think Alex might attack and soften this up, and then Brennus actually gets the kill capture. Meanwhile, over here, Washington is still very slowly... Oh, he got some more siege up here, or something. Oh, he got some, I don't know. He knocked this down to 49%, so he's making progress. Let's see if Alex, all right, Alex did take the city. So that means Brennus will probably get the last one. Oh, wait, did Alex just peace out with him? Or no, Willem recaptured the city. Also, yes, I know you're going to type grats on bronze working. Thank you. So he captured it, and then it got recaptured by Willem. That's what happened there. Yes, congrats on bronze working. I know. Always does look funny when it'll say was captured and then it got captured back. So yeah, we'll see. There are more Alex units incoming here. Apparently Persia killed a Barb city. All right, this time I think the city will stay in Greek hands. And then up here, oh, this city is still very slowly getting chipped down. Very slowly. Brennus is on rifling. Oh my god, that's a fast rifling. Jeez, buddy. And he just got a second shrine in here. Now that Hinduism has not been spread at all. Brennus is just tearing his way through the game. This is... I don't see anyone possibly keeping pace with Brennus. So I think the drama about who wins this game is pretty much over at this point. Brennus is having a monster game. An absolute... we've seen a lot of close games this season. We haven't really seen too many games where one AI just literally got way out in front and just pants the rest of the field. But I think that's what's happening here today. It's cool to have close games. Obviously, it's exciting and fun, but sometimes one of the AIs just lays the hammer down, and I think that's what we're getting here. I'm actually a little surprised that Cyrus is the one who got Taj Mahal and not Brennus. Anyway, let's see who gets this. It is possible that Alex could sneak the last hit on this city, though. Not impossible. And score kind of a garbage point. Again, Brennus should just attack. There's very little in here, but he will probably stop to siege the city. And he is not having much success at taking down the defenses. He's going to need to bring up some more siege for that. He has 2 trebuchets. Actually, no, never mind. He has 5 catapults, 2 trebuchets. Not sure why it's taking him so long. This city over here, Lyon, is almost had its defenses down to 27%. I suspect sooner or later, Washington's going to send in the attack. Yeah. All right. Alex also moved up some siege, but I think this city gets attacked first. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. Yeah, that city's down to, well, yes, I will sign open borders with you, de Gaulle. You are not long for this world. Down to 15%. This is down to 31%. I mean, de Gaulle has more here, but Alex could snipe the last hit and score a point in the fantasy contest and in the overall kill standings. As I said, I suspect this city gets attacked. All right, it's at 2%. Come on, Washington. But I think we have to watch this because we want to see who gets the last hit on Willem here. Let's see who can get it. Oh, it's Alex! Oh, Alex moved first in turn order. Poor Brennus did most of the work, but Alex gets the kill credit. All right. All right, Alex actually gets the kill. Mostly just has implications in our fantasy context. All right, so Willem is the next to fall. Turn 211. And yes, that city, Lyon, was also captured. Turn 211. Willem. Wildcard 2. Turn 211. Alex gets the kill. Oh, he's a seeded leader. I forgot. He's been so bad this year. I forgot he was a seeded leader. All right. That doesn't affect the picking contest. It doesn't affect the fantasy contest. So we gray out Willem, or red out Willem. And then Alex gets the kill for Jamie's team. Okay. All right. Kind of denies the Brennus another even higher scoring point in this game. All right. So now what's going on is de Gaulle is in the process of dying. We'll hold back off on another big analysis of the game until after he's dead. Yeah, de Gaulle is not especially popular. I'm seeing a lot of pleased and friendly faces here. Notably, Washington is only cautious with Alex, and Alex, that's because Alex declared war on him. Alex is pleased with de Gaulle, pleased with Washington. So Alex can declare war at pleased, of course. Most of these other leaders can't, though. Brennus can't, and Cyrus can't, and Washington can't. And de Gaulle, I believe, cannot as well, though de Gaulle's going to be out of this game pretty soon. Yeah, Alex actually did manage to get up to pleased with Washington, but Washington is cautious towards him because Alex actually attacked him earlier in the game. Yeah, is Alex plotting yet? It's been 2 turns. Is he back plotting war again? Not yet. Not quite yet. Yeah, Alex ended up getting 2 cities there. I think he was lucky to get Nijmegen. I know that's not quite the pronunciation, but I'm doing my best. Dutch is actually a very closely related language to English, but the pronunciations are a little different. I think he was lucky to get that. I think Brennus was probably the odds-on favorite to take that city. Anyway, but we're unlikely to see too much more from Mr. de Gaulle here. So Washington went free speech, not free religion. I'm mostly just waiting to see one of these leaders is going to go free religion. All right, he just bulldozed his way into Paris. The Great Wall did not protect. By the way, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great military instructors and 2 great prophets. I'm still wondering what's going to happen when he gets the Christian holy city, though, if he tries to flip into Christianity. Yeah, Alex is the only one left who can plot it pleased. There were a lot of leaders in this game who can, but they all have died. As a native English speaker, which foreign language do you feel like you can understand the most without studying? So I mean, it's a bit of a tricky question because it's hard to separate from like familiarity. For me, the one that the only foreign language I genuinely have a lot of knowledge of is French. And I do think that French and Spanish are probably the easiest languages for Americans because French and English overlap so much as languages. So many words have come into English from French as a result of the history of the 2 countries. We don't need to go into the 1066 and the Norman invasion and all that. But there's just a massive amount of words that came into English as a result of from French. And then here in the United States, Spanish is by far the most commonly seen language here. So you pick up a little bit of it, even not knowing much about Spanish, just because you will see it in a lot of places because there's a large Spanish-speaking population in the U.S. Also, the languages are more similar to English than a lot of others. Now, I know that Germanic languages like Dutch and German and Norwegian are more closely related, but you just don't see much presence of those languages, at least here in the United States. You just don't see them very much. So even though linguistically they might be more related, I think they're a little bit harder for, at least an American, to like have some knowledge of those languages. But I'm biased because I took many years of French in high school and I've tried to do my best to pick up that language. So I am far from fluent, but I actually do read pretty well. Actually, the last time I was at the library, I got a travel book that was, it's like all the UNESCO Heritage World Sites, but it's in French. It's just a French language book. And I've just been trying to read through some of it to practice understanding my French. So it's a really good question to ask overall. But and then there's like other languages, like Liz and I have some very basic knowledge of Japanese, but that language has no overlap with English whatsoever, aside from English words that have entered Japanese. So languages from East Asia are just inherently really tricky for people that are from, like Europe or North America. There's just so little overlap. It's really tricky. Anyway, we're just watching right now the only ongoing war, which is Washington finishing off this war. He's not doing it very fast, but I don't think anyone else is even plotting war. Everybody seems to like each other. I mean, I guess Alex could be, well, okay. Well, Alex is, Alex likes to fight people, so he's going back for another round with somebody, and we'll see who that is. It can't be, it's got to be either Washington or de Gaulle. If it's de Gaulle, the only effect will be to tick up the war declaration counter. If it's Washington, things get more interesting. Cyrus building the Statue of Liberty. Interesting. Cyrus has built an awful lot of wonders. It feels like Cyrus has not even been in this game because he's been please locked the entire time. Alex versus Washington would be pretty funny. Washington would just run over him for maybe another fantasy point. All right, anyway, this should be a capture here. There we go. And yeah, just a matter of Washington finishing things up. Yeah, and Washington has amassed a lot of territory in this game now. Like, a lot of territory. Yeah, Cyrus has been very competent in this game. The problem is he just got stuck. Like, this was the reason why I didn't want to pick him. He literally has just gotten stuck. That said, if something happens to Washington, he is in prime position to slip into that second place spot. Like, he's in really good shape to slip in there. I keep beating this point like a drum, but I'll say it again. If any one of these top leaders goes free religion, all of a sudden the magic shield that's protecting Washington goes away. So if someone builds the UN and forces everybody into free religion, which absolutely can happen. It was funny in the last game, the first wildcard game. Oh, also Alexander signing defensive pact with Cyrus. That has potential for some shenanigans, but I don't think anyone will attack Alex. Alex will attack someone else, but I don't think anyone else will attack Alex. And that would have to happen to trigger the military pact. So yes, Alex is plotting with somebody. We'll find out who it is soon enough. But for right now, we're just watching these last couple cities fall. And we also said there is the potential for Washington to flip into Christianity as well. Is also possible. All right, well, so that has no effect on the gameplay other than ticking up the war declaration counter to 10. Because Washington's about to capture this. I don't think Alex can even get here. Can Alex snipe another kill? No. Washington's got this on this turn. He couldn't quite get there fast enough to vulture another kill. Almost did. If he declared war one turn sooner, I think he would have gotten it. But anyway, that's that. And so De Gaulle gets wiped out. Alrighty, let's mark that down as well. So De Gaulle, the next one to go, as we drop down to just 4 AIs remaining. And he is out on turn 232. Wildcard 2, turn 232. Okay. And then we got to give the kill credit to Washington, who has 2 kills this season. Very unexpected, to say the least. Again, that doesn't affect this game's picking contest, but it does affect fantasy. So we read out De Gaulle's name. Boy, this has been not a good day for Amika's team. And then we add a point to Washington's kill total. Jamie doing well here in this game with Alex and Washington. Of course, only one of these leaders can move. Jamie's got a lot of leaders in this game. Cyrus, Alex, and Washington. Of course, only one of them can move on. And right now it looks like that's going to be Brennus from what we're seeing. All right, let's go back to the game. Let's advance it a turn or two, and then we'll look at our stats. Get an overview of the game to see where we kind of are right now. All right. Now who does Alex plot? Yeah, now who does Alex plot against? Well, he's not friendly with Washington. He can still go to war with Washington, and Washington is not friendly with him. Everyone else cannot declare war on each other. So that is the only viable war at the moment, is Alex and Washington. Let's go ahead and refresh our map. Brennus just triggered a gold. All right, well, I was just about to look at the stats, but then you had to go and trigger a Golden Age, Brennus. I guess we'll still look at them, with the caveat that we know you're in a Golden Age. All right, yeah, so he is by far the economic leader and the production leader. Yes, I know you're in a Golden Age. And he's actually kind of tied with Washington for the food lead. That's surprising. He's the has the power lead, and also has the culture lead as well. And then in terms of research, Alex is at 500. Wow, how did Alex get to 500 beakers per turn? Brennus is at 1,500. Excuse me, he is in a Golden Age. Cyrus is 750. Washington's at 550. Okay, so he is definitely the leader right now. And Alex is researching rifling tech, so that's something. If he goes to war with Washington. Washington has cuirassiers, but he doesn't have rifling tech. So for the moment, we're just going to hit next turn a bunch, because nothing's really happening at the moment. We will check in to see if Washington or Alex is plotting war in a turn or two, just to see. They are the only ones who can start wars at the moment. Washington is not, unsurprisingly. And Alex is not at the moment either, although Alex is going to pick up rifling tech here. Also is a real question of, is Brennus going to try to go for culture, or is he going to try to go for a spaceship ending? There is a slight possibility that he could go for domination. He would have to somehow drop out of please status with Washington and then fight Washington to get Washington's territory. But at the moment, he doesn't seem like a likely domination candidate. Brennus to assembly line. Yeah, he's going to be there soon. He's gone through most of the Renaissance techs. Remember how we also said that by taking out City of Armand and opened up the south, the deep south for him? He has definitely done that. He's settled this city. This was not a commerce city. He settled this one and this one. And now he's founded a fishing village there. And now he just captured this Barb city, which Alex was apparently also going for. So he's got a lot of territory. He's already at 30%. He'd have to take out Washington. Oh, there it is. Ding, ding, ding. Washington adopts free religion. All right. What happened in terms of that? Well, not as much as we might have thought. Let's see. This is how people... Well, actually, yes, a lot happened. Alex is now annoyed. Brennus is down to cautious. Cyrus is down to cautious. Well, well, well. And that's still with +4 mutual military struggles. No more pleased. Oh, boy. That is a thing. He has lost his magical shield of invulnerability. So domination is very much possible on the table if Brennus or Cyrus starts plotting. We'll check back in a few turns to see if they start plotting. But Washington does not have rifles, and Brennus is about to get factories. So would probably be pretty one-sided if they come to blows. We'll see. Is Alex back to plotting yet? Not yet. Not yet. He is not plotting war either. Okay. We should check in on... I wanted to give Brennus or Cyrus a couple turns, because like they're not going to start plotting literally the very first turn that he drops out of cautious or out of please status. We wanted to wait at least a couple turns to see. We'll check on like turn 250 if nothing has happened since then. Brennus is going for radio. Now, Brennus, again, might flip into culture mode also, possibly. That was a late Versailles. Remember how Versailles was one turn away from being finished by de Gaulle? Apparently, he never finished it. He also built the spiral. Oh, man, his religious buildings are absolutely juiced in this game. Look at this. He's got the Kong Miao. This is the Confucian Shrine. 49 gold, 2 beakers, 4 culture. And, wait, was he the one who built it? Did he already obsolete the spiral minaret? Because I didn't see the extra gold there. Well, in any case. Oh, he already has flight? Jeez, I was like, did he already obsolete it before he even built it? Okay. Alex assigned a defensive pact with Cyrus. Interesting. Alex is signing a lot of defensive pacts. Anyway, is this guy... Nope, can't betray our close friends. Does that mean he slipped back up to pleased again? He got... Oh, apparently he got up to pleased again with Washington. At +7, they're cautious, but at +8, they're pleased. Interesting. He got high enough to be back to pleased status again. How about Cyrus, though? Cyrus also said we can't betray our close friends. Okay. Well, not much going on right now then. We'll just continue chilling for the time being. There is always the possibility for spy shenanigans, and the mutual military struggle bonus does decay over time. It does decay over time. Like, that doesn't stay for the entire game. Oh, I see. You guys are saying it wasn't that spiral minaret was obsolete. It just they stacked the gold together. That would make sense. So Cyrus went free speech, but not free religion. Brennus just picked up assembly line. He's now building the factories. And Washington is getting rifling tech, so he'll have that if like anyone ends up attacking him. Anyway, we're turn 250. Not much going on at present. Washington can plot. Oh yeah, Washington. He can now plot against Cyrus. Interesting. He really doesn't like Cyrus. Cyrus still doesn't hate him, but Washington isn't much on either of them. We're afraid of their military might. He still can't declare on anyone. Yeah. Alex, surely you're back to plotting war. Yeah, we're back. We have enough on our hands right now. Okay, buddy. Pretty sure he's going after Washington again. So, all right. Yeah, he's going to launch himself at Washington. Not sure that's going to go that well because they both have rifles. Alex still doesn't even have a military tradition for cavalry. I don't know why it took me a minute to come up with that. But apparently he's plotting war again, so that's a thing, as usual. He is researching military tradition, of course. So Brennus, who's already a spiritual leader, finished Christo for even more shenanigans if he wants them. He's building all the late game wonders right now. But not a whole lot happening right now. Brennus has not turned on the slider yet. If he were to go for cultural victory, he's got a couple cities. Hari Haralaya is apparently his third city for potential culture. That's one of the ones he took from... this city is not especially close on culture right now. Not especially close on the cultural side of things. With the way he's blasting through the tech tree, I'm finding it harder and harder to believe that he could even win by domination before he just launches the spaceship, because he is flying through the tech tree right now. Anyway, he is still hovering with just enough positive relations to avoid being able to plot with Washington, just barely. Cyrus can, but he can't. So everybody seems content just to sit back here. It will not be a pre-turn 100, turn 300 spaceship. He still has a long way to go for that, but he could be early turn. He could be like turn 310, 315, I think, if he wants to go that route and not go for culture. But yeah, the game's been pretty quiet for a while now. Not much going on. At least we have Alex to entertain us with his ridiculous shenanigans. We could also have a UN ending. He's researching mass media. I mean, Cyrus could definitely get votes from some other people. Let's see. Where's how people feel? I mean, Alex is plus 12 with... Oh, no, that's Cyrus. I'm looking at the wrong one. Alex is plus 9 friendly. Cyrus is plus 7 friendly. Washington's not friendly, but he's not far off. Could have a Diplo ending here, too. Although I don't know if he has quite enough population yet. So we're just doing a lot of next turning here. The game is moving relatively fast, for better or for worse. Yes. If it was like a turn 315, it would be very impressive for a non-financial leader. Very impressive. I will be amused if the UN finishes here and everybody gets forced into free religion, because that would definitely remove some of the we all love each other aspects of the game and maybe make it slightly more combative, for lack of a better word. It's going to be a relatively early United Nations. But yeah, a lot of turns without much happening right now. Brennus just seems to be powering through the tech tree. He doesn't appear to be in culture mode, because he's still building research in some of his cities. Washington does a big civic swap there. Is this Alex declaring war? Yep. All right, so there's Alex declaring war against Washington. No defensive pacts triggering, I believe. I don't think Washington had a defensive pact with anybody. I'm not sure this is going to go very well for Alex, but he certainly tried it. Also finished the United Nations as well. Well, at least I'm in the ballpark on number of wars. At least I'm in the ballpark on that, although I wish I were maybe slightly higher now. Let's look at the... we haven't looked at the graphs in a little bit. Let's take a quick look at them. Okay. Power in particular. Okay. I mean, I guess it's relatively close power-wise. Brennus is up here. Boy, Cyrus is pretty weak in terms of power. I'm a little surprised by that. Well, we'll see what happens here. Alex should have a big stack somewhere. Here it is. He's got 66 units in this stack. Let's keep an eye on where it goes. Oh, and I should have checked the screen, the relation screen once again, to see if anyone's going to be brought into this conflict. Yeah, you want us to join your war. All right, let's see. So who was Brennus's opponent? It was interesting. Washington has just as much pop as Brennus. That's surprising. But this could be good for Brennus if Cyrus and Alexander both vote for him. He would... I'm pretty confident he wins the UN election if they both vote for him. Brennus, diplomatic victory, Washington second. If there's one thing even more ridiculous than a cultural victory for Brennus in this game, it would be a diplo victory for Brennus at some early date. Oh, Brennus is struggling with yeah, he was struggling with unhealthiness from his factories. Now he's gotten the supermarkets and the hospital, so he'll build them and his pop will regrow. But you're right, that was suppressing his pop to some extent. Also, Washington just has a lot of big cities. Anyway, let's see if he calls for a diplo vote. I'd be really amused if the game ends by diplomacy. Okay, how other people feel. So Brennus is pleased with everyone. Brennus can declare war on Washington now. So that is now in play. And Cyrus can declare war on Washington. So both of them could jump into this war if they wanted to. And Cyrus is in we have enough on our hands right now mode. Brennus, I would expect not to. And Brennus is in we have enough on our hands right now mode. Well, Mr. Washington, your position is not as strong as you might think it is. Spy shenanigans, yeah. Your position is not looking so great right now. Oh boy, the war counter, indeed. As I said, kind of wish I was a little bit higher on the war counter than what I have right now. So domination is still a possibility here too, in the sense that you would need to have Brennus take over Washington's territory and then get some territory from Alex or Cyrus, which might not be realistic because he really likes both of them. Here's Brent. I mean, he's plus 13 with Alex and he's plus 18 with Cyrus. Maybe with Alex if one or both of them drops out of their shared religion, but they would also build up mutual military struggle bonus from fighting together, so it's unlikely he can fight somebody else. Anyway, we also could just have this game end with a Diplo victory. All right, looks like Cyrus just jumped in over here. Cyrus, he's like, I'm doing something. I'm doing something. Also, keep in mind the second place spot does open up if Washington starts collapsing in score. So all of you guys who have Cyrus for second, you might actually backdoor your way into Cyrus for second, even in like the most unlikely way imaginable, you might backdoor your way into Cyrus for second place. I'm sure that's just how people had it playing out, right? Does look like that could end up happening though. All right, uni suffrage is the first vote. It is not Diplo victory for the first vote. All right. But anyway, Cyrus has already captured one city. Alex, I'm not sure is going to have much success over here in the West, but yeah, okay, everybody's voted for uni suffrage. Now, does that affect anybody's favorite civics, just out of curiosity? So now everybody's in uni suffrage, so that means no, well, I guess it doesn't matter. None of their favorite civics are affected by that. Could end up affecting other columns, though. Anyway, let's keep an eye on Cyrus's armies over here. He just also flopped into state property. Yeah, Brennus is on industrialism, so tanks are on the way. He's definitely way out in front of everybody else in tech. He has gunships before tanks. That's a little weird. Gunships are intended to be a tank counter, but he actually built them before the tanks. Yeah, Cyrus founded a corporation. He did. Alex is running around with a stack, but not really doing a whole lot. Why are they called gunships and not helicopters? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it's because they wanted to designate that they're a military version of a helicopter, but I also don't know why they decided to use gunships in this game. Can we compare tech trees? I mean, it's relatively straightforward. Brennus is pretty far ahead. So Alex is most of the way through the Renaissance. He's about to get to the industrial era. Cyrus is a good bit ahead of that. Cyrus is early industrial. And Washington is... I want to show you, Washington doesn't have as much tech as I thought. He's about comparable with Cyrus, I think. Cyrus is maybe a little bit ahead, and then Brennus is pretty far ahead. Brennus is very much in the modern era. And researching, he only has about 8 more techs for the spaceship. He's already done advanced flight, for that matter. He'll probably pick up fission. But after that, he really doesn't need that much more for the spaceship. Like, again, I still think we're zeroing in on if we would get to a spaceship ending around turn 315-ish, something like that. Here's another one of these resolutions that doesn't really matter. doesn't really affect much. I guess it slightly increases the tech pace by giving everybody an extra trade route. 3 turns plastic and then... I don't think he's going cultural this game. Even though he has a bazillion holy cities, he just doesn't seem like he's headed in that direction. Anyway, Brennus just declared war as well. That's why the game's taking a long time to process, because his gunships literally killed every unit in all the border cities. All right, sayonara, Washington. Now, this is really good for all of you who have Cyrus for second place. As I said, I know that was a very popular pick. He's about to jump Washington in score for second. Anyway, that succeeds. Let's mark this down on the war declaration counter. Which city did he capture? Oh, he captured this border city. I mean, oh, he actually also, he cleared out all the defending units so Cyrus could walk in here and capture this city. His gunships literally cleared every unit, and then just these random wandering Persian cavs just walked in and took the empty city. Maybe you should have had your own units there ready to walk in before you emptied the place out for Cyrus. But yeah, this is it for Washington. It's just the shocking thing is it's happening now and not like 50 turns ago. But or 100 turns ago or something. Yep, so I think Cyrus will definitely be ahead of Alex in score, I think. And then I don't know if any of these guys will attack each other. That's so yeah, they're definitely punching a hole right there. If you want to see something ghastly, look at the power graph right now. I haven't even seen it, but I know what it's. Yeah, it's not it's not what you want. Not what you want, to say the least. It's not what you want if you're if you're Washington. Poor guy. This is, yeah, Washington. I'm honestly, it's shocking he lasted as long as he did in this game. It's legitimately shocking that he lasted this long in this game and wasn't just like one of the first ones out. But yeah, you know, all these gunships are honestly kind of opening things up for like Alex and Cyrus to capture cities. I still think that Cyrus is far enough ahead of Alex in score that he's got the second place. Now that, yeah, Washington has vacated that's a very long-held second place spot. The poison pill of going free religion. Again, he had a magic shield as long as he stayed in the same religion as everybody else. But so we had one city captured by each nation on this turn. And there's not much left of what. I guess he still has like eight cities or so, but they're falling very rapidly at this point. If you're on domination watch, Brennus has still got a ways to go. He's only at 35%. He would need to take out probably all of Alex to have a shot at it. And he's not calling a Diplo victory vote for some reason. Seems most likely that he's probably going to win by space, but there's still some time, so. Over here, once again, Brennus killed all the defending units. And then he let a Persian cav just walk in and take the city. It's like, don't kill every unit until you have a capturing unit ready to go. His gunships are actually doing really weird things. Now, he killed everything in Marseille, and he has paratroopers ready to jump in. But it's still very odd the way he's doing this war. Killing all the defenders and then letting... multiple times he's let Cyrus walk in with one unit as he killed all the defenders. Now he has tanks as well. Can you call a Diplo victory while at war? Yeah, absolutely. I've won Diplo victories while at war before, especially in the pre-Beyond the Sword days when you could vote yourself the winner. I really wish they hadn't taken that out. I always thought it was a good way to win the game. It's like you can, if you have enough population to vote yourself the Diplo winner, like obviously the game is over. You should just be able to vote yourself the winner. But they were like, no, no, no. Someone else has to vote for you or it's not a true diplomatic victory. It's like, well, screw that. If I have 62% of the world's population, I am clearly the winner. So like, why drag this game out? Just let me vote myself the winner then. Catapult cannot capture an empty city. It must be a unit that has some kind of attack value. Well, I guess catapults have attack value, but no, cats can't capture empty cities. Siege units cannot capture. Just like a scout unit cannot capture either. There's only 2 scout units, scouts and explorers, but they cannot capture cities. Even an empty city, they cannot capture. Anyway, it looks like once again he teed up this city for Brennus to capture yet another time. So really at this point, the question is just who's going to get the kill credit. Yeah, scouts can't. That's true. Scouts can't attack at all. But I'm pretty sure catapults cannot capture cities. I'm reasonably sure I've tried to do that and they can't. Once again, he kills every defender. Oh, here we go. Diplo victory. All right, well, are we going to get an ending here? Cyrus and Brennus. Okay. Cyrus and Brennus. Let's see. So it's not interesting. So let's see. So they'll both vote for themselves. So Alex will vote for... it looks like Alex will vote for Cyrus because he's higher with Cyrus. So I don't think this is going to end the game. I don't think this ends it, especially because Alex is going to vote for the leader with the lower population. But yeah, Washington sure melted pretty fast, didn't he? Although it looks like most of the captures are swallowed up. Yeah, Brennus. Oh, interesting. Alex voted for Brennus. Oh, he did. That's it. Alex voted for him. That's it. The game's just over. Okay, well, then that's just it. I'm really surprised he voted for Brennus because he had higher relations with Cyrus. But no, he voted for him, and that's it. Okay. Well then, Brennus Diplo victory. Okay. I cannot say I was expecting that outcome, but the game does end relatively early. So Washington somehow is not dead. Now, that doesn't matter for this game because he doesn't move on to the wildcard game, but he did survive. He wasn't dead, amazingly. GG to turn 292 Diplo victory. I'll mark that down. So congrats if you picked the Diplo victory ending for this game. Let's look at the graphs at the end. What a game. Brennus, Cyrus, Alexander, Washington. Brennus, Cyrus, Alexander, Washington. I cannot say. I don't think this was the most likely outcome, but I do think Brennus turned out to be stronger than I thought. All right, let's go ahead and look. Let's watch the replay again. I think that the single biggest thing that happened in this game was that Brennus founded that early religion, and then Suryavarman founds the other early religion, but Suryavarman just did not spread his religion at all, and I'm sure a lot of that was because he was getting pounded by barbarians. But he just never spread his religion at all, and Brennus spread his religion to everyone, and I think that really swung the game. Washington having Brennus's religion, with Cyrus also having his religion, it just gave him this like diplomatic shield that meant that he did not get dogpiled, which is what I think we all were expecting to have happen. And so instead, when Suryavarman attacks, Brennus comes in from the other side, and that was the defining move of the game, is once that happened, Brennus was off and rolling, and he never really stopped. He never really let up from there. So Washington kind of worked together with Brennus and Cyrus, and the three of them kind of dominated the game. Somehow Alex was in this game too, I guess, until the very end of the game when Washington flipped into free religion. And the minute that happened, his protection was gone and he got ripped to shreds. But I do think that this was a game that was really swung by religion very strongly. And I feel like games where Suryavarman doesn't found that second religion probably play out a lot differently. Like a lot differently. It was also a very fast game. Very, very fast. So a turn 292 victory. Now I wish I'd done a slightly earlier victory, but I think I would have been right on target if this had actually gone to space. Well, it was a game, all right. Brennus will move on. He will take our last playoff spot. And everybody else is done for the season. Yeah, in the late game, the AI can collapse very, very fast. So GG, everybody.